Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Towson University football. I'm Spiro Marikas, along with Hall of Fame head coach Gordy Combs, as the Tigers will take on Morgan State tonight at Hughes Stadium. Gordy and I are remote this evening, as because of weather conditions, there was nowhere for us to set up our shop and do it in a safe environment. So we are coming to you remotely here tonight. Tigers coming off a victory last Thursday against Norfolk State 27-7, while Morgan was a loser to South Alabama 38-21. But Gordy, if you look at that game, the Bears were only outgained by 47 yards. Their problem, they turned it over 4 times.
Yeah, they had a lot of offense. They were able to move the football, but, anytime if you have 4 turnovers and you lose like double digits, that's not bad at all. 4 times. I always say the turnovers are bad anywhere on the field, whether you're going in to score or you're backed up. Turnovers aren't good, and they decide the game. I've always said what you need to do is look at the stats, and if you just go right to the turnovers, you know who won or lost.
I know you're a big fan of their head coach, Damon Wilson, who did a great job at Bowie. He's in his 4th year at Morgan, and he really has kind of turned this program around.
Yeah, from what I've seen in, the first 2 years, they got better. And I didn't really look hard at his roster, but he, being at Bowie for 13 years, he probably has a lot of influence in the PG County kids, Prince George's County kids. And, there's been a lot of football players that come out of Prince George's County, and I know that we at Towson had a lot of them play for us. I think at one time we had our whole secondary from PG County.
Well, he got his quarterback from Hawaii. Kobe Moasu is from Hawaii, and he came all the way to Baltimore to play football. And he is the starting quarterback. He's a grad student, and last week he threw for 156 yards, 1 interception, completing 14 of 22 passes. They also have the MEAC Offensive Player of the Year preseason and running back Jason Collins, who rushed 24 times for 83 yards and 2 touchdowns last Saturday at South Alabama. Meanwhile, the Tigers started a freshman quarterback, a true freshman quarterback, the first since Pete Athens back in 2009. And Andrew Indorf threw 3 touchdown passes. What were your thoughts in watching him on Thursday night last week?
Well, the biggest thing that I saw, and I saw this in pregame, was when I found out he was going to be the starter. So I said, I better watch this young man. And he's very accurate. And he's got great poise for a freshman coming from St. Thomas Aquinas in the Fort Lauderdale area. Great football program. They always play those games like they played St. Francis one time out of Baltimore. They played IMG Academy. It's a heck of a program, and one of our former players, Jay Wasserman, he played for St. Thomas Aquinas. So he came from a good program, and he had a lot of accolades as a senior in high school.
Well, again, the key thing is there's a 0 under the interceptions, so he did not turn the ball over. And then a freshman running back, Kamarian Battles, 16 carries for 79 yards, and he was an impressive young man 10 days ago against Norfolk.
He's got great speed. I really enjoyed watching him turn the corner a couple times, and he'll also run in the ball in the middle. Al Wooten does a good job of running the ball inside the tackles. I really like the combination that they have there in a 1-2 punch.
And the Tigers defensively only gave up 36 yards rushing to Norfolk State on 31 attempts. That's 1.2 yards per attempt. Their longest run of the day was an 8-yard run, and that's the fewest yards that the Tigers have given up in a game since they gave up 9 to Bucknell back in 2021, a game the Tigers won in overtime because Bucknell missed an extra point.
I remember that.
So a great job by the defense of the Tigers and Darian Doolin, the defensive coordinator.
And, they replace a lot of people on that front seven, and that's usually the guys that make all the plays versus the running game. So that has to be exciting for the defensive coaches that they were able to do that. Well, we'll find out today with this tailback that that Morgan has is a really good runner, and I expect to see a lot of good things out of him tonight.
All right, so it is the Tigers and the Bears coming up from Hughes Stadium in North Baltimore, where the Tigers and the Bears in the Greater Baltimore, the battle for Greater Baltimore. We'll be back after these words.
Football is here. The snacks are out, the games are on, and your lucky jersey remains unwashed. But it's just not football season until you've played Raven scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery. Play now for a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. You can also enter non-winning tickets into second chance drawings for chances to win $10,000, season tickets for 20 years, or a trip for 2 to Cincinnati for an away game. Kick off some fun with Raven scratch-offs. Please play responsibly.
What's love got to do with office furniture? At Office Furniture Loft, turns out, a whole lot. Because when your office feels good, you feel good, and so does your team. From cozy home setups to executive suites, you'll find furniture that fits your style and your budget. Stop by their newly renovated showroom in Owings Mills or fall in love from home at OfficeFurnitureLoft.com. OFL delivers, assembles, and makes sure it's all just right. Visit Office Furniture Loft today.
Office Furniture Loft.
If you see someone overdosing from drugs or alcohol, don't run. Call 911. Maryland's Good Samaritan law protects you. You cannot be legally arrested, charged, or prosecuted for using drugs or for simple possession. The person overdosing is protected too. If you see the emergency and choose not to help, the law won't protect you. Be a Good Samaritan. Call 911, stay and help. Learn more at stopoverdose.maryland.gov. Brought to you by the Maryland Department of Health.
We cater tailgates. Whether you're going to the game or watching from home, invite Mission Barbecue to the party. Homemade, handcrafted, no microwaves, no freezers. Your custom orders made from scratch and smoked daily. We'll take care of everything so everyone can enjoy the game.
The Fox Hollow Training Center is the perfect place to improve your golf game. With 60 hitting stations, multiple chipping and putting greens, even practice bunkers so you can work on getting out of the sand. Plus, you can schedule lessons with PGA professionals and get fit for custom clubs using the newest technology, or just gear up in the fully stocked golf shop. So, get outside, grab your clubs, and practice more this season at the Fox Hollow Training Center. Details at BaltimoreGolfing.com. That's BaltimoreGolfing.com.
Tigers and the Bears getting set to do action at Hughes Stadium on the campus of Morgan State University. This will be the 30th meeting between the two schools. Tigers lead the all-time series 23-6. The Tigers winning last year 14-9. Last time Morgan won was on the 26th of September in 2009 when they beat Towson 12-9 at Morgan, and that was one of the first games of the Rob Ambrose era.
Yeah, playing at Morgan's a tough place to win. I mean, that's just my background of doing it many times, and I just thought that you have a lot of things against you.
We're hoping this game gets played starting on time and we don't have any delays. There are nothing but thunderstorms in the area. Severe at times, which is the reason that Gordy and I are remote tonight, because Morgan could not accommodate us in a safe fashion, I guess would be the way to put it. But Towson and Morgan getting set for this 30th battle for Greater Baltimore. Again, the Tigers 1-0. They're starting the year with 3 straight road games. Next road game is at Maryland next Saturday at noon. And Gordy, you made the trip over to Morgan many, many times. Is it really a true road experience or no?
No, it's not a true, because you don't get on the bus for like a couple hours, and it's almost like a home game, but you're playing at a different facility. That's the only difference. You're wearing your white jersey instead of either your black or gold jersey.
So when you say our first 3 games are on the road, it's not really that taxing.
No. I mean, the tough part about the Norfolk State game was it was a 7 o'clock kickoff. Time, You get out of there, it's probably close to 11:30, 5-hour drive plus a couple minutes. You're getting home at 4 a.m. So, I mean, for the coaches and the players, it's tough because you want to get that game out of your system and get ready for your next one. So even though it's nice to play them out Thursday, you get an extra couple days rest before you play, like this week before we play Morgan.
So the Tigers and the Bears. The Tigers, again, with the freshman quarterback in Andrew Indorf. Tigers also have, though, a very experienced offensive line where you've got Dan Volpe as your left tackle. He's a senior. K.J. Brooks, the left guard, is a junior who's got a lot of playing time. Joden Nelson, a junior at center. Gene Germain, a grad student at right guard. And Jalen Montgomery, a redshirt senior at right tackle. So a lot of experience on that offensive line for the Tigers, which has to help the freshman quarterback.
And a lot of good size. I mean, that's a big offensive line. I think the shortest of anybody is 6'3", so, and almost all of them are over 300 pounds.
So the Tigers have lost Morgan won the coin toss, and they deferred. So the Tigers will have the ball first as we are getting ready for action at Hughes Stadium on this what has been a weird weather day. You wake up this morning and the sun's shining. It's beautiful outside, and then around 2 o'clock, the clouds came rolling in, and by 4 o'clock, it was absolutely pouring in the Baltimore metropolitan area. So Towson and Morgan getting set here this evening as the Tigers looking to get to 2-0 before playing Maryland next Saturday at what is the name of the stadium now?
It's the same name that our basketball arena.
CQ.
Yeah.
CQ
yes.
Stadium.
Yes.
So the Tigers will be home for the first time on the 20th of September, 6 o'clock, against the Penguins of Youngstown State, a team we haven't played since you were there.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a head coach.
Right, you were an assistant.
I was a defensive coordinator, and Jim Tressel was the head coach.
So we are waiting the opening kickoff. Tigers with black pants, white tops, black numerals, and white helmets, while the Bears in all black uniforms, and the Tigers have it first down and run it up to the 36-yard line as the kickoff has taken place. So Towson has it second down and 8 at their own 36-yard line. Indorf sends two receivers left, two receivers to the right. Hand off to Wooten up the middle, and he gets up near the 40-yard line. So the Tigers will have third down coming up. Al Wooten, the transfer from Duke, also played at Mercer. He rushed for 48 yards on 13 carries in the first game. And now the Tigers faced with second down and 7 at their own 38-yard line. Indorf sends a man in motion, fakes the handoff, throws, pass caught at the 37-yard line and taken down at the 41 is Jason Doss. Doss only had one catch last week, and it was for 33 yards and a touchdown against Norfolk. This time just 2 yards, and that'll bring up third down and 6 for the Tigers. At the 40-yard line, their own. Tigers are moving left to right here in this first quarter of play. Third down and 6. Wooten stands to the right of the quarterback. Three receivers split to the far side. Indorf sends a man in motion to the near side. Back to pass, looking, fires it over the middle. Pass caught short of the first down by a yard as the catch made by the tight end, Peyton Faulkner, a sophomore transfer from Kent State, who, by the way, the Tigers are playing in volleyball tonight. So fourth down and a yard for Towson. Coming up at their own 45-yard line. Again, Indorf out of the shotgun, trying to draw them off sides. The Tigers may not run a play here. Play clock to 15. And now a flag.
So we're going to take the 5-yard penalty and punt.
So it'll be 4th down and 6 coming up. And Bryce LaFollette to punt. And boy, did he have a good first game for the Tigers. 3 punts, averaged 46.5 yards per punt, with a long of 54, and three of his 4 punts were inside of the 20-yard line.
Strong leg.
Stands at his 26. Juju Leatherberry, the cousin of former Tiger wide receiver. And now the kick is blocked, picked up by Morgan, and getting tripped inside the 10-yard line was Caden Harris. Well, actually not Caden Harris, but Keith Joseph Clark, as the pressure came from the right side, and just a clean block on that.
He wasn't touched. Came off the right edge.
And Morgan's got it 1st and goal at the Tigers' 8-yard line. 11:56 to go here in this first quarter, as the Bears get set for 1st and goal.
A little delay here.
Quarterback for the Bears is Kobe Muaso. Muaso, again, last week threw for 156 yards, 14 of 22. Did throw an interception. And now a timeout on the field. So we will come back. Tigers and Morgan scoreless, but the Bears have 1st and goal coming up.
Football is here. The snacks are out, the games are on, and your lucky jersey remains unwashed. But it's just not football season until you've played Raven scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery. Play now for a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. You can also enter non-winning tickets into second chance drawings for chances to win $10,000, season tickets for 20 years, or a trip for 2 to Cincinnati for an away game. Kick off some fun with Raven scratch-offs. Please play responsibly.
If you see someone overdosing from drugs or alcohol, don't run. Call 911. Maryland's Good Samaritan law protects you. You cannot be legally arrested, charged, or prosecuted for using drugs or for simple possession. The person overdosing is protected too. If you see the emergency and choose not to help, the law won't protect you. Be a Good Samaritan. Call 911, stay and help. Learn more at stopoverdose.maryland.gov. Brought to you by the Maryland Department of Health.
We cater tailgates. Whether you're going to the game or watching from home, invite Mission Barbecue to the party. Homemade, handcrafted, no microwaves, no freezers. Your custom orders made from scratch and smoked daily. We'll take care of everything so everyone can enjoy the game.
Instead of just asking, how can we treat Leo's ankle? At MedStar Health, we ask, how can we get Leo the exact care he needs at our urgent care? Care that quickly gets him in for an on-site x-ray, that shows he needs an orthopedic specialist, that joins him for a video consult. That means he doesn't have to miss his very important afternoon appointment. How we help Leo get back to his life is about so much more than how we treat his ankle. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Homeowners, we get your hesitations, but your home, it's your biggest investment. Instead of waiting, now is the time to remodel smart with Total Craftsman. We help you maximize your budget, increase your home's value, and create a space you truly love. At Total Craftsman, we're licensed, insured, and backed by 40 years of making homeowners so happy they become family. Invest wisely. Remodel your kitchen,
So the Tigers are in a little bit of danger here early on as Morgan just blocked a punt of Bryce LaFollette. They were checking to see what yard line the ball would be on, and it's 1st and goal at the 7 for the Bears. Give to Collins over the left side, gets inside the 5. And now the ball's fumbled and recovered by the Tigers, it looks like.
We had it in our hands, and it dropped out. And we got it back.
Still loose, and the Tigers have it back. So now we'll see.
That ball was rolling around. There was a couple of different guys could have had that ball.
Morgan fumbled 3 times last week and lost them all. And now it looks like the turnover has killed them again. As Collins got inside the 5 and then the ball came out and was...
Rodney Roan. Looked like Rodney Roan gets it right here. Pulls it out. Yep. Takes it right out of him.
Tigers lucky. He could have been called for having his forward progress stopped. But it looks like the Tigers have recovered the fumble and will take over. 1st and 10 inside the 10-yard line.
Are they reviewing the turnover?
They might be. Again, we are remote tonight, so we do not have access to what is going on the field. So we will come back right after these words.
Instead of just asking, how can we treat Leo's ankle? At MedStar Health, we ask, how can we get Leo the exact care he needs at our urgent care? Care that quickly gets him in for an on-site x-ray, that shows he needs an orthopedic specialist, that joins him for a video consult. That means he doesn't have to miss his very important afternoon appointment. How we help Leo get back to his life is about so much more than how we treat his ankle. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Homeowners, we get your hesitations, but your home, it's your biggest investment. Instead of waiting, now is the time to remodel smart with Total Craftsman. We help you maximize your budget, increase your home's value, and create a space you truly love. At Total Craftsman, we're licensed, insured, and backed by 40 years of making homeowners so happy they become family. Invest wisely. Remodel your kitchen, bathroom, and more with confidence. For a free consultation, visit TotalCraftsman.com.
Hey, Marylanders! Play Multi-Match, Maryland's only in-state jackpot game from the Maryland Lottery. Lots of Marylanders will play, lots of Marylanders can win, and lots of Marylanders will have fun. The $2 ticket gives you a chance to win a jackpot starting at $500,000. And with drawings every Monday and Thursday, you have plenty of chances to play. Marylanders just have more fun with Multi-Match, Maryland's in-state jackpot game. Please play responsibly.
So we've had a crazy first couple of minutes here in the battle for Greater Baltimore.
The last 2 plays.
As Morgan blocked a punt, returned it inside the 10-yard line, and then on their first play from scrimmage, they fumble the football, and the Tigers get it back. So 11:44 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Tigers will have it 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line. Camarion Battles, the freshman running back, stands to the left of the freshman quarterback, Andrew Indorf. 3 receivers split to the far side. They give the Battles around the left and works his way up near the 9-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
It's a uniform I've never seen the Bears of Morgan wear, an all-gray uniform with orange numbers.
2nd down and 7 for the Tigers at their own 8-yard line. Battles this time stands to the right. They give the Battles up the middle, fighting his way, trying to get near the 15, but he's going to fall about a yard short of the 15-yard line, so that'll bring up 3rd down and a couple.
Just a little inside zone play. trying to get a good push by our O-line.
So 3rd and 3 coming up for the Tigers, and now a pass, and Battles makes the catch, and he's got the first down. 10:30 to go in the first quarter of play. Tigers scoreless with Morgan, 0-0. They've got it 1st and 10 at their own 23. Indorf so far is 4 of 4. Out of the shotgun. Sends Dunmore in motion to the near side. Going to throw. John makes the catch at the 25 and out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
Andrew Indorf does a good job of looking off the receiver just that time, too.
So 1st and 10 or 2nd down for the Tigers. Pass caught on the far side by Doss.
Yeah, they were looking for it seems like we're running those wide receiver screens a lot tonight, very early in the game. As Coach Shinnick and his staff must have seen something early that they're going to take advantage of in terms of maybe numbers versus, motioning a guy into the 2 receiver set. Here we have a bunch at the bottom of the screen.
3rd down and 5 for the Tigers at their own 28-yard line. Split a man to the far side.
They're showing blitz, but they're not playing press man.
Back to throw is Indorf. Now steps up, going to take off and run. Crosses the 30, and he falls short at the 32-yard line. So it's going to bring up 4th down and a couple for the Tigers.
That's just a little inexperience there. He had some more time than he realized, I think. He's just got to be a little more patient, but it's easier said than done when you're a true freshman.
But last week he got sacked 3 times, and all 3 of those were because he held on to the ball too long, Gordy.
And I'm sure that's what they talked to him about, all week during the video system when they were reviewing the last week's game. We got a high
snap. La Follette gets it down, and he hits the punt. And it is going to land at the 32 and die at the 33. So Morgan will take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. There's a flag on the field. So we'll have to wait and see what that is. An illegal formation by the Tigers.
Probably didn't have enough 7 men on the line of scrimmage. That's usually what that problem is.
So now Coach Howard with a decision. It looks like he's going to take the kick. And the Tigers will be on defense when we come back here to Morgan.
Football is here. The snacks are out, the games are on, and your lucky jersey remains unwashed. But it's just not football season until you've played Raven scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery. Play now for a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. You can also enter non-winning tickets into second chance drawings for chances to win $10,000, season tickets for 20 years, or a trip for 2 to Cincinnati for an away game. Kick off some fun with Raven scratch-offs. Please play responsibly.
If you see someone overdosing from drugs or alcohol, don't run. Call 911. Maryland's Good Samaritan law protects you. You cannot be legally arrested, charged, or prosecuted for using drugs or for simple possession. The person overdosing is protected too. If you see the emergency and choose not to help, the law won't protect you. Be a Good Samaritan. Call 911, stay and help. Learn more at stopoverdose.maryland.gov. Brought to you by the Maryland Department of Health.
We cater tailgates. Whether you're going to the game or watching from home, invite Mission Barbecue to the party. Homemade, handcrafted, no microwaves, no freezers. Your custom orders made from scratch and smoked daily. We'll take care of everything so everyone can enjoy the game.
Tigers have had the ball twice. They have been unable to generate a long drive, even though Andrew Indorf is 5 of 5 just for 22 yards, though. As the Tigers will be on defense when play continues. Morgan has only one run offensive play And that was Collins, who gained 2 yards but fumbled the ball at the Towson 5-yard line after the Bears had blocked a Towson punt. So 1st and 10 from Morgan at their own 38-yard line. Muasau out of the shotgun. Collins stands behind. They give to Collins. Collins gets hit and taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Will bring up 2nd down and 10.
Nice play by C.J. McClellan there. Coming in off the edge, making the tackle. Doesn't wait. Gets off the block.
So 2nd down and 10 coming up as the Bears have it at their own 38-yard line.
We're in that 33 front. Showing a little blitz here.
Turn, fake. Muasso to throw,
Good.
incomplete at the 38. Was trying to get the pass to Randall Nauden.
Good pressure off the edge. You know, they had a little play action, little naked coming out. And then we had pressure off the edge. Got our hands up. Covered the receiver very well.
So 2nd down and 10 coming up. It's Muasso with his first incompletion of the ball game on his first pass.
Good play by Drummer, number 32, coming off the edge. Being under control. So, you know, the quarterback couldn't fake him out and go around. As soon as the quarterback turned around, though, he was in his face.
Leading receiver last week for the Bears was Juju Leatherberry. Again, his cousin, Shane Leatherberry, one of the Tigers' top 10 all-time leading receivers. 3rd all-time in touchdown receptions.
They're going with 4 receivers, 3 to the top of the screen or the wide side of the field.
Muasso back to throw. Fires to the far side. Pass is caught. 1st down at midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Got to work on that underneath coverage.
Joseph Kennerly Jr., who had 1 catch last week.
Too easy of a throw. You know, the corner was playing off, and they were able to throw the ball inside.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bears at the Towson 47-yard line. There's a give to Collins around the left side. He's got room inside the 40, 35, down to the 28-yard line. So Jason Collins there with a longer run than Norfolk State had it all last week against the Tigers.
Yeah, this play was supposed to be inside, but he bumped it outside, and we missed 3 tackles.
So 1st and 10 Bears. Pass to the far side, caught at the 28 and taken down at the 23-yard line. And that's Kennerly again.
It doesn't look like we're gauging their speed very well at this point in time. You know, that's why you see the players trying to throw their bodies and wrap their arms around the ball carrier's ankles. We got to run through the tackle. But if you're not in a good position, you can't do that and you're trying to play catch-up.
2nd down and 7 for the Bears at the Towson 24-yard line. Muasso stands at his 30 from the shotgun. Back to throw again. Looking, going deep down the right side.
Out of bounds.
And the pass is incomplete, out of bounds, as was trying to get it to David Okoye.
And, you know, what you tell the quarterback is you want to give the receiver a chance to catch the ball. You know, he had good height on the ball so the receiver could run in, but you got to keep the ball in bounds.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 7. 5:39 to go first quarter. No score between Towson and Morgan. Muasso again out of the shotgun. Ball at the 24 of Towson. Rolls to his right. Looking. Now going to take off and run. Gets down near the 20-yard line. That's going to be about 3 yards shy of the 1st down. So now a decision for Coach Howard. Does he kick the field goal or does he go for it? It looks like he's going to kick the field goal.
Tigers showed very good press man coverage on the two outside receivers on that previous play. We got to keep that quarterback inside the pocket. It looks like he can run. This is going to be, what, a 37?
Bundima puts it up, and it is good from 37 yards. So the Bears take a 3-0 lead with 4:55 remaining here in the first quarter. We come back to Morgan State.
Instead of just asking, how can we treat Leo's ankle? At MedStar Health, we ask, how can we get Leo the exact care he needs at our urgent care? Care that quickly gets him in for an on-site x-ray, that shows he needs an orthopedic specialist, that joins him for a video consult. That means he doesn't have to miss his very important afternoon appointment. How we help Leo get back to his life is about so much more than how we treat his ankle. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Homeowners, we get your hesitations, but your home, it's your biggest investment. Instead of waiting, now is the time to remodel smart with Total Craftsman. We help you maximize your budget, increase your home's value, and create a space you truly love. At Total Craftsman, we're licensed, insured, and backed by 40 years of making homeowners so happy they become family. Invest wisely. Remodel your kitchen, bathroom, and more with confidence. For a free consultation, visit TotalCraftsman.com.
Hey, Marylanders! Play Multi-Match, Maryland's only in-state jackpot game from the Maryland Lottery. Lots of Marylanders will play, lots of Marylanders can win, and lots of Marylanders will have fun. The $2 ticket gives you a chance to win a jackpot starting at $500,000. And with drawings every Monday and Thursday, you have plenty of chances to play. Marylanders just have more fun with Multi-Match, Maryland's in-state jackpot game. Please play responsibly.
Here's a kickoff. Londono takes it at the 5 to the left side. Now cuts to his right, has room, crosses the 35, the 40. He's at midfield, being chased. One man to beat. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Lucas Londono, 95 yards on the kickoff return. And the Tigers take a 6-3 lead, pending the extra point from CAA Special Teams Player of the Week last week, Caden Williams.
Boy, he showed a lot of speed there.
Extra point is up, and it is good, and the Tigers take a 7-3 lead with 4:40 remaining here in this first quarter of play. So Lucas Londono, 95 yards on the kickoff return for that touchdown. Well, Gordy, that helps things.
Well, he didn't hesitate. He took that ball, ran it straight up the middle, and then made a right-hand turn to the outside and beat all the Morgan players down the field. Excellent return. I'd say probably somebody didn't stay in their lane.
This is the first time since October 29th when Diego Hunter went 92 yards for a touchdown on a kickoff return against Monmouth. So Morgan, which had first and goal at the Tigers 7 and then fumbled after a blocked punt, they've held the Tigers defensively, but now they give up the 95-yard kickoff return. As Towson will now kick off with a 7-3 lead. Caden Williams, who came to Towson with Coach Shinnick from West Florida. The left footer puts his foot into it. Very high kick. Going to get taken at the 3-yard line to the 5, the 10, 15, 20, up the middle, 25, and out to the 30-yard line. Go the Bears on the kickoff return by Juju Leatherberry. He says that his cousin Shane, who played at Towson, is his idol. So Juju probably has a little extra here tonight, taking on his cousin's former team.
Little family thing going on.
Wassau, the quarterback, 2 of 4 for 18 yards so far. And they've got it 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Sends a man in motion to the far side. Back to throw in the flat. Caught by Collins at the 25 and gets upended by the Tigers. Jason Shiggs gains a couple to the 30. Will make it 2nd down and 8.
Good recognition by Jason. I mean, he saw the play and when right after it, got the guy down on the ground.
2nd down and 9 for the Bears at their own 30-yard line. They send Wilkins, receiver, in motion to the far side. 4 minutes left here in the first. Tigers up 7-3. Long count. Mulasso fakes the handoff, wants to throw, fires across the middle, caught 35 and up to the 39-yard line. Goes the receiver, Jaloon Flood. Flood, a junior from Monroe, Georgia. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and short. Making the stop for the Tigers, Emerald Gant. Well, they give him a 1st down, so he gets the 1st down at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 Bears. Mulasso hands off to Collins up the middle, crosses the 40, gets near the 45-yard line. Good second effort by Collins. Again, the MEAC preseason offensive player of the year, rushed for over 800 yards last season. He just kept his legs driving.
Exactly. And he get a little help from his friends, whether it was a push or a pull from those offensive linemen.
2nd and 5 for the Bears at their own 44. Mulasso sends a man in motion to the far side. Turns, gives to Collins again around the left, cuts in, crosses the 45 up to the 46-yard line, near the 47. And that'll bring up 3rd down and about 3. Collins 5 carries for 29 yards so far. And Morgan quickly to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 3. Now everybody looks at the sideline to get the play. They stop the Tigers from being able to substitute, though. Mulasso. Handoff to Collins. Collins fighting. He's going to be short. Going to be short by about a yard. So now the Morgan State coaching staff has to decide what do they want to do here. Damon Wilson, the head coach.
Another good play by Roan, number 11, for the Tigers. I mean, the running back tried to cut back against the grain, and he was standing right there making a good tackle, wrapped him up really well. So they're going to punt, looks like.
Yeah, Mulasso not happy as he comes off the field. 1:18 to go in the first quarter with Towson on top 7-3. As we await the punt from Shane Messenger, a junior from Alexandria, Virginia. And a whistle as the ball was being snapped.
Illegal procedure?
Delay of game.
Okay, either one.
Last week, Messenger punted 4 times, averaging 40 yards a kick against South Alabama. And what hurt the Bears against South Alabama hurt them here in the first quarter, and that's fumbles. They lost 3 fumbles last week, and they lost a fumble here at the Towson 5-yard line. So we await the punt of Mr. Messenger. Again, Gordy and I remote tonight. As the Tigers and the Bears trying to avoid the thunderstorms in the area. And so far they have. Messenger gets the punt off. caught at the 13-yard line and immediately taken down there was John Dunmore. So the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 at their own 13 with 52 seconds remaining here in this first quarter, excuse me.
Oh, that would have been a quick first half.
Yeah. Indorf, so far as completion percentage, couldn't be better. He's 5 of 5, but he's only thrown for 22 yards.
Well, I think it's a good game plan to try to get him some success early, especially, in a rivalry game like this where, a lot of the players know each other because of the proximity of Towson and Morgan to each other.
They are the closest FCS schools in the country. Just 5 miles apart between Towson and Morgan. No two other FCS schools are that close. Indorf out of the shotgun. 3 receivers split to the left. There's a give up the middle. And the carry that time is by Caddy Phillips, a redshirt freshman from Philadelphia. And he gets over the 15-yard line, pickup of about 3. We'll make it 2nd down and 7. Phillips last week had 2 carries for 7 yards against Norfolk. Picks up 4 there. 2nd down and 6. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Indorf fakes, throws, pass, incomplete. Trying to get it to Jason Doss across the middle, and Jason just couldn't quite hang on as he got hit as the ball got there, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 6, and Indorf with his first incompletion of the night.
The ball was thrown in a little bit in front of Doss. That would have been a tough catch and really been tougher to hold on to because the defensive back was right there with his arms.
3rd down and 6 at their own 16 for the Tigers. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Back to throw is Indorf. Looking. Pressure comes. He gets hit and sacked inside the 5-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the Tigers will have to punt when the second quarter begins in just a couple of minutes. We'll come back. Tigers lead after 15 minutes, 7-3.
The Fox Hollow Training Center is the perfect place to improve your golf game. With 60 hitting stations, multiple chipping and putting greens, even practice bunkers so you can work on getting out of the sand. Plus, you can schedule lessons with PGA professionals and get fit for custom clubs using the newest technology, or just gear up in the fully stocked golf shop. So, get outside, grab your clubs, and practice more this season at the Fox Hollow Training Center. Details at BaltimoreGolfing.com. That's BaltimoreGolfing.com.
Football is here. The snacks are out, the games are on, and your lucky jersey remains unwashed. But it's just not football season until you've played Raven scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery. Play now for a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. You can also enter non-winning tickets into second chance drawings for chances to win $10,000, season tickets for 20 years, or a trip for 2 to Cincinnati for an away game. Kick off some fun with Raven scratch-offs. Please play responsibly.
Homeowners, we get your hesitations, but your home, it's your biggest investment. Instead of waiting, now is the time to remodel smart with Total Craftsman. We help you maximize your budget, increase your home's value, and create a space you truly love. At Total Craftsman, we're licensed, insured, and backed by 40 years of making homeowners so happy they become family. Invest wisely. Remodel your kitchen, bathroom, and more with confidence. For a free consultation, visit TotalCraftsman.com.
If you see someone overdosing from drugs or alcohol, don't run. Call 911. Maryland's Good Samaritan law protects you. You cannot be legally arrested, charged, or prosecuted for using drugs or for simple possession. The person overdosing is protected too. If you see the emergency and choose not to help, the law won't protect you. Be a Good Samaritan. Call 911, stay and help. Learn more at stopoverdose.maryland.gov. Brought to you by the Maryland Department of Health.
Tigers are leading Morgan 7-3 as we get set for this second quarter of play, and the Tigers are going to have to punt it away as Tigers just had Andrew Indorf sacked for the first time tonight inside the 10-yard line of the Tigers. Towson offense has not been efficient here in the first quarter as the Tigers, with just a total of 38 yards, Morgan only 62 yards in the first quarter. Tigers have rushed 7 times for 16 yards, Morgan 7 times for 34 yards. The problem for Morgan is they have the only turnover of the game. In a way, 2 turnovers, Gordy, because a kickoff return for a touchdown could almost be considered a turnover.
I agree.
Towson and Morgan meeting for the 30th time. There's a long gap between games, but they started this series up again as LaFollette punting from 8 yards deep in his end zone. Gets the punt off, and they're going to let it bounce. It does at the 45, inside the 40, and down to the 37-yard line. So a great punt there by LaFollette.
Nice roll.
So Morgan will have 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line, trailing 7-3. Looks like a pretty good crowd at Hughes Stadium. Again, Gordy and I are remote here tonight.
Plus their home opener on a Saturday night, always a good time to play, especially when you're playing your crosstown rival.
Muasau, 5 of 7 for 28 yards so far today. Quarterback out of the shotgun. Collins stands to his right. Fake to Collins, wants to throw, going deep, down the side, has a man wide open, caught, and out of bounds inside the 35-yard line, and that's Leatherberry. He got behind the defense, and a big play there for the Bears. So it'll be 1st and 10. Leatherberry with a 31-yard catch. Ball at the 32-yard line of the Tigers.
He was wide open. Somebody blew a coverage. I'm going to have to say, since he was on the outside, it was a corner.
Muasau back to throw. Pressure comes.
Screen.
Dumps it incomplete. Trying to get the screen to Ramize Jones. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Bears at the Towson 32-yard line. Pressure was coming from Branson Peters.
You know what? When he's in the game, he makes things happen. I remember last year he got that fumble or interception and went a long way for a touchdown. He didn't play that much, but he always makes a good play.
That was against North Dakota State, wasn't it? 2nd down and 10 for the Bears at the Towson 32. Fake the handoff. Pressure comes. He gets hit, flips it, intercepted, and this is going to be a pick for a touchdown. Miles Brody all the way in for the score. So the Tiger offense hasn't been able to put any points on the board, but the defense and the special teams have.
Good pressure, quarterback there, you tell the quarterback, don't make a bad play into a worse play, and that's what he did. He tried to throw the ball when he was almost in the grasp.
And Miles just stepped in. That's about a 60-yard interception return for a touchdown.
He took his helmet off. That should be a penalty.
Daniel Raymond
had
one last year.
There's a flag. Can't take your helmet off.
Who took their helmet off?
Brody did. It's unsportsmanlike conduct. Can't take your helmet off. there was a cameraman right there, and he took his helmet off and wouldn't let him know who he was.
There's 2 unsportsmanlikes on the Tigers.
Because we had 2 players.
So they'll assess that on the kickoff, I'm sure.
Right here at the end, you see Brody take his off. And then, who's that, McClendon?
McClendon.
Yeah. There's another one.
And there's a third one with a helmet off.
I don't know what these guys are thinking nowadays. I mean,
so, yeah, Morgan's going to take those penalties.
On the kickoff. Because they're dead ball, you have the option.
Sports Information Director Dave Vatt's going to have to do some research and find out when the last time we had a kickoff return and an interception return for touchdowns in the same game.
In the first half.
So Caden Williams to try the extra point to make it a 14-3 Tiger lead. Snap, down, kick, up, and good. So the Tigers with a 14-3 lead as Miles Brody picks off that pass.
Two to three phases are working for touchdowns today.
.68-yard interception return. We'll take a break. Come back to Morgan and Towson.
Hey, Marylanders! Play Multi-Match, Maryland's only in-state jackpot game from the Maryland Lottery. Lots of Marylanders will play, lots of Marylanders can win, and lots of Marylanders will have fun. The $2 ticket gives you a chance to win a jackpot starting at $500,000. And with drawings every Monday and Thursday, you have plenty of chances to play. Marylanders just have more fun with Multi-Match, Maryland's in-state jackpot game. Please play responsibly.
We cater tailgates. Whether you're going to the game or watching from home, invite Mission Barbecue to the party. Homemade, handcrafted, no microwaves, no freezers. Your custom orders made from scratch and smoked daily. We'll take care of everything so everyone can enjoy the game.
The Fox Hollow Training Center is the perfect place to improve your golf game. With 60 hitting stations, multiple chipping and putting greens, even practice bunkers so you can work on getting out of the sand. Plus, you can schedule lessons with PGA professionals and get fit for custom clubs using the newest technology, or just gear up in the fully stocked golf shop. So, get outside, grab your clubs, and practice more this season at the Fox Hollow Training Center. Details at BaltimoreGolfing.com. That's BaltimoreGolfing.com.
14-3 Tigers in what has been a crazy first 17 minutes of this football game as the Towson offense has got nothing going. But they return a kickoff, 95 yards for a touchdown, and now return an interception, 65 yards for a touchdown. The problem for the Tigers is they're now kicking off from their 15-yard line because of the two unsportsmanlike penalties, and I'm sure Coach Shinnick is not thrilled about that.
Yeah, the Bears should have really good field position here.
13:54 to go in the half as Caden Williams going to need every bit of that big foot. And he hits this one high. Leatherberry at the 20, 25, 30. Breaks to the outside, now cuts back inside, 35 and up to the 37-yard line. So good starting field position for the Bears as they start at their own 37. Moasu so far, 5 of 9 for 59 yards.
The big
an
one.
Interception, which was a huge one.
And
it was one where you just got to eat it, but he tried to flip it at the last second. He flipped it right to Miles Brody, who returned it for a touchdown.
Don't make a bad play a worse play. And, most of their passing yards is in that one big chunk.
So 1st and 10 at their own 37. Collins stands to the left of the quarterback, Moasu. 2 receivers left, 1 man to the right. And now
Delay game.
Delay of game.
Yep.
That's not good coming out onto the field.
No.
Coach Wilson just kind of shaking his head like, what is going on?
Game management. We used to gather all the guys, everybody offensively, so the other team couldn't see what our package was in terms of what personnel we were bringing on the field.
1st and 15. Here's a give to Collins over the left side, and no gain on the play as the tackle made by Shamar Graham, a grad student transfer from Virginia Union.
Wasn't blocked. There's been some plays here where
he just came off the edge and nobody touched him.
It's like the second time that we've had a guy come off the edge and they forgot to block him.
So 2nd and 15. As Moasau from the 32, back to pass, 4-man rush, steps up, gets hit, slips away, going to take off and run, 35, 40, and falls forward at the 41, going to be about a yard short of the first down. But a 9-yard pickup by the quarterback. And he got hit hard by Chris Coffey, a freshman linebacker. 3rd down and 6 at his own 41, out of the shotgun. Back to throw. Moasso looks, fires, pass, caught, 1st down, 45, down to the 41-yard line of Towson. And that pass caught by Maxim Copeland, a freshman wide receiver from Windsor, Connecticut.
Just
that's his first catch of the season.
About outside the quarterback, he showed some speed there. I was wondering if they have some quarterback run design plays, and he did gain 28 yards last week.
So 1st and 10 at the 41 of the Tigers. Moasau sends a man in motion to the near side. Collins stands to his right. Play clock to 5. There's a give to Collins over the left side. He finds the corner, 35-30, 1st down and out of bounds.
Yeah, we didn't set the edge on the outside linebacker or defensive end that time.
Gain of 12 on the play will make it 1st and 10.
If you don't have the guy on the line of scrimmage set the edge, then you must have either the safety come down or the outside linebacker come up and set that edge. You don't want him to run outside because there's nobody out there usually.
Collins over the right side. Big hole, 25-20, 15-10. And inside the 10-yard line, going to be 1st and goal for the Bears.
They're going hurry, hurry.
Collins showed good speed hitting that hole. Finally brought down inside the 10. There's a give to Collins. Gets inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd down and goal. Now remember, last time they were down here, Collins fumbled. The Tigers recovered. He'll come out of the game. 11 carries for 70 yards for Collins here in the first half, and we still have 10:25 to go in the quarter.
And both teams are making wholesale substitutions here.
2nd and goal from the 4 for the Bears. Man goes in motion into the slot on the left. There's a give up the middle and nothing there.
Like
the running back.
Looks like there was a little confusion because one of the H-backs ran out in the flat route, and he turned around, and, he should have been blocking on that play.
Naughton, a redshirt freshman transfer from Army.
Big play here, 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. 9:40 to go in the first half. Tigers up 14-3.
Let's see if they move the quarterback around here from his launching pad.
Split a man to the left. Back to throw. The quarterback fires right side. Touchdown. Morgan State Bears, caught by the tight end Matt Lowe. Or actually, no, make that Jerome Sims. No, it's Lowe. Excuse me. Couldn't tell if it was an 8 or a 9. It was Lowe, the tight end, making the catch for the touchdown. So 14-9.
It's a good throw. Drummer had decent coverage there.
Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. 9:24 remaining here in this first half. Our score now, Towson 14 and Morgan 10. We'll come back to Hughes Stadium.
The Fox Hollow Training Center is the perfect place to improve your golf game. With 60 hitting stations, multiple chipping and putting greens, even practice bunkers so you can work on getting out of the sand. Plus, you can schedule lessons with PGA professionals and get fit for custom clubs using the newest technology, or just gear up in the fully stocked golf shop. So, get outside, grab your clubs, and practice more this season at the Fox Hollow Training Center. Details at BaltimoreGolfing.com. That's BaltimoreGolfing.com.
Football is here. The snacks are out, the games are on, and your lucky jersey remains unwashed. But it's just not football season until you've played Raven scratch-offs for the Maryland Lottery. Play now for a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. You can also enter non-winning tickets into second chance drawings for chances to win $10,000, season tickets for 20 years, or a trip for 2 to Cincinnati for an away game. Kick off some fun with Raven scratch-offs. Please play responsibly.
Homeowners, we get your hesitations, but your home, it's your biggest investment. Instead of waiting, now is the time to remodel smart with Total Craftsman. We help you maximize your budget, increase your home's value, and create a space you truly love. At Total Craftsman, we're licensed, insured, and backed by 40 years of making homeowners so happy they become family. Invest wisely. Remodel your kitchen, bathroom, and more with confidence. For a free consultation, visit TotalCraftsman.com.
If you see someone overdosing from drugs or alcohol, don't run. Call 911. Maryland's Good Samaritan law protects you. You cannot be legally arrested, charged, or prosecuted for using drugs or for simple possession. The person overdosing is protected too. If you see the emergency and choose not to help, the law won't protect you. Be a Good Samaritan. Call 911, stay and help. Learn more at stopoverdose.maryland.gov. Brought to you by the Maryland Department of Health.
Tigers leading the Bears 14-10 with 9:24 remaining here in this first half as Morgan set the kickoff. Last time they did it, Londono ran it back 95 yards for a touchdown. This time he calls for a fair catch. So the Tigers will start 1st and 10 at their own 25. So far, the Towson offense has not been very present. Only 38 yards of offense for Towson, 161 for the Bears. But the Tigers have a kickoff return and an interception return, both for touchdowns. So far, Indorf, 5 of 6 for 22 yards. Leading rusher is Battles. He has 3 carries for 16 yards. There's a give to Wooten around the right side. Finds the corner. 30, 35 out of bounds. He's got a first down.
Nice run. It was stacked up inside, and he took it outside. But are we coming back? Is there a penalty? No, I guess we're all right.
Nope. There is a penalty. Again, we are remote, so we are at the mercy of the television. And we did not see what the penalty was. Well, it was probably holding because it's 1st and 20 from the 15. There's a give to Wooten up the middle, crosses the 20, and taken down near the 23-yard line. gain of 8 will make it 2nd down and 12. Al Wooten, the transfer from Duke. Tiger coaches raved about him all during training camp. So far today, 2 carries for 11 yards. 2nd down and 12 Tigers at their own 23. Indorf sends a man in motion to the far side. Fakes to Wooten. Pass caught. Dropped.
Safety came up, made a nice hit, and that's what jarred the ball loose.
Jay Perkins couldn't hang on, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 12.
Good throw. He just bobbled it.
Yeah, he never had it.
Double caught it.
So 3rd down and 12 for the Tigers.
Hit him in a bad spot right in the stomach.
Ball at their own 23. 8:14 to go first half. Towson leading 14-10. Indorf, the only man in the backfield.
Got to get the ball to the 35-yard line.
Drops back. Pressure comes. Steps up. Running around. Looking. Gets hit and sacked at the 15-yard line. 2nd sack tonight by the Bears. And that'll bring up 4th down, and Towson will have to punt.
Good pressure by the Bears. And then Andrew was running around, and they kept coming at him. They have some good speed by their defensive ends.
So La Follette had 1 punt blocked. Got off a beauty the last time. This one a high kick. Caught, fair catch made at the 40-yard line. So a 45-yard punt with no return for Bryce La Follette. 7:20 to go here in the first quarter. Tigers leading 14-10. And the defense, which just gave up a long drive, back out on the field as the Tigers went 3 downs and out. Moasau, 7 of 11, 82 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. The interception costly as it was returned for a touchdown by Miles Brody. Moasau has Collins standing to his right. Gives to Collins around the right side, finds the corner, dives, may have gotten a half yard on the play as the Tigers strung that one out well. McClendon got him around the ankles and brought him down. So 2nd and 10 for the Bears. At their own 41, make it 2nd and 9 at their own 41. There's a give up the middle. Collins has a hole over midfield, fights his way inside the 45, down to the 44, near the 43. 15-yard pickup for Collins, who is working his way all the way up near 100 yards already.
Nothing fancy, straight downhill.
So he's trying to make up for that fumble he had at the Towson 5-yard line early in the game. 1st and 10 at the 43 of the Tigers. So give to Collins again, trying to bounce it outside. Gets inside the 40 and down to the 39. And good patience there by Collins as he kind of danced along the line of scrimmage till he found a hole and snuck through it. Got a nice pickup. Tackle made there by the Tigers. Wyatt Drager, grad student from San Diego State. 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Bears. 5:30 left in the half. Moasau out of the shotgun. Gives to Collins again. Another big hole. He's got a 1st down to the 30.
We're getting knocked off the ball. That's the bottom line. Their offensive line is knocking us back.
Collins now with 99 yards on 14 carries.
And you and I were talking about him before the game.
MEAC Offensive Player of the Year preseason. 1st and 10 for the Bears. At the Towson 29-yard line. It's a give up the middle.
Good tackle there.
Collins had come out of the game, and the back there is Randall Naughton, a transfer from Army. Picks up a couple of yards. Make it 2nd down and 8.
Good tackle by Alfred Thomas there.
Time-consuming drive. They've already eaten over 4 minutes of the clock here.
Yeah, but we haven't done much on offense. So.
No. 2nd down and 8.
Pass.
Wausau throws, pass, dropped
Incomplete.
at the 23-yard line. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 8 as
good job by Gant, number 9.
Justin Perry, a freshman from Fork Union Military Academy, couldn't hang on there. As 3rd down and 8 coming up. Wausau is now 7 of 12 for 82 yards. 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Tigers. Or for the Bears at the Tigers' 27-yard line.
A lot of grabbing by that Morgan State offensive line on the jerseys.
Wausau back to throw. Has time. Fires. Pass. Caught at the 15 to the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. Justin Perry.
They're going hurry.
Perry had 1 catch last week for 25 yards, and he gets his first one today for 22. Give up the middle. Collins inside the 5. Fights his way to the 3. 2nd and goal coming up for the Bears. 3:35 to go in the half.
You're looking at it, the time somebody touches him, he's got 3 yards already. That's a good job by their offensive line right now.
Just and he's over 100 yards.
And we're making some mass substitutions right now.
2nd and goal with the 3.
Plenty of time on the play clock.
15 seconds. Gives to Collins again up the middle. Collins fighting into the end zone. Touchdown, Morgan State Bears. They're now up 16-14 with 3:02 to go in the half. And, Gordy, they are totally dominating this game. 221 yards of offense to just 38 for the Tigers. Looked like he was going to be bottled up, but just kept moving and into the end zone. So now the extra point attempt coming up from Bundama. Snap down, bobbled. And the holder falls on it, so it will stay 16-14 with 3:02 left in this first half. So the Bears, they've done a lot of things right, but they've done a lot of things wrong too. Yeah. Timeout on the field. 3:02 left in the half. Tigers trail 16-14.
Hey, Marylanders! Play Multi-Match, Maryland's only in-state jackpot game from the Maryland Lottery. Lots of Marylanders will play, lots of Marylanders can win, and lots of Marylanders will have fun. The $2 ticket gives you a chance to win a jackpot starting at $500,000. And with drawings every Monday and Thursday, you have plenty of chances to play. Marylanders just have more fun with Multi-Match, Maryland's in-state jackpot game. Please play responsibly.
We cater tailgates. Whether you're going to the game or watching from home, invite Mission Barbecue to the party. Homemade, handcrafted, no microwaves, no freezers. Your custom orders made from scratch and smoked daily. We'll take care of everything so everyone can enjoy the game.
The Fox Hollow Training Center is the perfect place to improve your golf game. With 60 hitting stations, multiple chipping and putting greens, even practice bunkers so you can work on getting out of the sand. Plus, you can schedule lessons with PGA professionals and get fit for custom clubs using the newest technology, or just gear up in the fully stocked golf shop. So, get outside, grab your clubs, and practice more this season at the Fox Hollow Training Center. Details at BaltimoreGolfing.com. That's BaltimoreGolfing.com.
Tigers trailing here by a score of 16-14 with 3 minutes left in this first half, as the Tigers were up 14-3, but the Bears have scored on their last 2 possessions, and they have just driven right down the field on the Tigers.
In that series, they just ran the ball right out of us. There was one really good pass they completed on 3rd down.
So the Tigers have to try to get something going on the offensive end, as they have not been able to sustain anything. It's set for the kickoff. Tigers moving right to left here in the second quarter. Londono catches it at the 3, up to the 10, 15, and taken down as he crosses the 20 to the 22-yard line. So that's where the Tigers will start 1st and 10. Indoor 5 of 7 for 22 yards. As the freshman, not having the success that he had against Norfolk State last week, where he threw 3 touchdown passes.
Getting good pressure on him. Don't always get there, but force him to run out of the pocket, try to extend the play.
1st and 10, back to throw. Dumps it in the flat to Battles, 25-30, and run out of bounds up near the 35-yard line. So a 1st down pickup by Kamarian Battles, the freshman running back. And Gordy, I would say through the first game and a half, Dunmore and Battles are the 2 best-looking offensive players the Tigers have at the skill positions.
I would agree with that.
Indoor fires across the middle, and it's wide, incomplete, trying to hit Sam Reynolds. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. Stops the clock with 2:26 left in the half. Tigers have all 3 timeouts, Morgan with 2. As Indorf works out of the shotgun, hands off the Battles up the middle, crosses the 35, gets to the 37. A pickup of 4 will bring up 3rd down and 6 as we head towards the 2-minute warning.
Somebody called a timeout there because the clock has stopped.
Could be Morgan. Yep, Morgan called the timeout.
They only have 1 left.
Yeah, but if they stop the Tigers here, they can take another timeout. And they'll also get a timeout at the 2-minute warning. But this Tiger offense so far, not generating much. Last week, the Tigers had 323 yards of offense. So far tonight,
well, with if the pass is incomplete, that would help them because the clock would stop.
Tigers with just 54 yards of offense in the first half. Third down and 5 from their own 37. Indorf steps up in the pocket, going to take off and run. He's got a 1st down to midfield, 45, and he slides at the 45 of Morgan. And the 2-minute warning is going to come up. But a good run there by Andrew Indorf.
But once again, there's pressure on him right away. I mean, he's setting up, putting his back foot in the ground. He's got to go. He's got to make a decision, either throw it or to run it.
We come back after the 2-minute warning.
Football is here. The snacks are out, the games are on, and your lucky jersey remains unwashed. But it's just not football season until you've played Raven scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery. Play now for a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. You can also enter non-winning tickets into second chance drawings for chances to win $10,000, season tickets for 20 years, or a trip for 2 to Cincinnati for an away game. Kick off some fun with Raven scratch-offs. Please play responsibly.
If you see someone overdosing from drugs or alcohol, don't run. Call 911. Maryland's Good Samaritan law protects you. You cannot be legally arrested, charged, or prosecuted for using drugs or for simple possession. The person overdosing is protected too. If you see the emergency and choose not to help, the law won't protect you. Be a Good Samaritan. Call 911, stay and help. Learn more at stopoverdose.maryland.gov. Brought to you by the Maryland Department of Health.
We cater tailgates. Whether you're going to the game or watching from home, invite Mission Barbecue to the party. Homemade, handcrafted, no microwaves, no freezers. Your custom orders made from scratch and smoked daily. We'll take care of everything so everyone can enjoy the game.
Tigers trailing Morgan 16-14 as we are at the 2-minute warning. And Andrew Indorf just had the Tigers' best run of the night, a 16-yard scramble. And Towson will have 1st and 10 at the 45 of the Bears with 3 timeouts and 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Turnovers killing the Bears. They had it 1st and goal after a blocked punt, and Collins fumbled at the Tiger 5-yard line. Towson then was able to get a kickoff return for a touchdown, and the Tigers also have an interception return for a touchdown. Indorf back to throw, rolling to his right, going to take off and run again. 40, 35, and tripped up as he crosses the 35 down to the 33. So they're already in Caden Williams' field goal territory. So the 2 best offensive plays for the Tigers tonight have been Andrew Indorf runs.
Steadying the play.
Looking, backing up to the 45, being chased, and now just throws it away. Stops the clock with 1:35 remaining in the first half. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Got to give credit to the Morgan secondary or back 7. They're doing a good job because Andrew can't find anybody open.
So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Tigers. At the 33 of the Bears. Indorf out of the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Back to throw. Looking, pressure comes, slips away from a man, fires downfield, has a man open, caught at the 10 to the 5 and out of bounds. Goes Zay Perkins around the 1-yard line.
Morgan players are calling for a touchback, but he fumbled the ball before it didn't go in the end zone. I don't think he was out of bounds when he fumbled.
Well, they may take a look at this.
He's out.
The ball was coming out though.
No, I think it was solid in his left hand, and his foot was on the line.
And now it is under review. No, maybe not under review.
1st and goal.
And the play clock down to 2 seconds.
That's got to be wrong.
Reset it. And I think Morgan's going to challenge this.
Not yet.
1st and goal for the Tigers at the 2-yard line. And now
timeout. Or maybe they
are
are
going to have the challenge.
Maybe it came from upstairs
Could be.
because I didn't see, any flag come out by the Morgan head coach.
Well, we have a second. Everybody in action in the CAA today. .50 left. Albany leads Delaware State 32-31. Minute 45 to go in the third. UMass leads Bryant 20-17. 7:10 to go in the third. East Carolina over Campbell 42-3. And now we're set to go. The play stands. First and goal. Give the Battles. Second effort into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
He got stuffed initially. Kept his feet moving and made a cut to the outside.
So the Tigers with by far their best offensive drive of the night. And most of it when Andrew Windorf runs when he was under duress. So Battles with his first ever touchdown at the collegiate level, and the Tigers take a 20-16 lead with 1:20 to go here in the first half. Caden Williams to try the extra point. It's up and good. So the Tigers up 21-16. Elon leads Davidson 10-0 midway through the first quarter. Monmouth on top of Fordham 34-28 with 8 minutes left in the third quarter.
They had a high-scoring game last week.
Yeah, they did. Barely beat Colgate.
Colgate.
Elizabeth State is leading Hampton 20-10
Division
at
II
halftime.
school. Any score in Norfolk State and Virginia Union?
Can I give you the CAA scores?
Okay.
Holy Cross leads New Hampshire 9-7 late in the first half. Rhode Island and Stony Brook are delayed. Villanova leads Colgate 24-17, 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Maine and William and Mary are delayed. And Central Florida leads North Carolina A&T 7-0, 3 minutes into that ball game. Norfolk State trails Virginia State 16-10, 10 minutes to go in the third. Caden Williams to kick off. Taken at the 1-yard line by Leatherberry to the 15, the 20, 25, and up to the 26. So 1st and 10 for Morgan. No timeouts, 1:13 remaining here in this first half.
I try to throw one down the seam, down the middle, see what I could get.
Moassau, 8 of 13 for 102 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Collins has rushed for 106 yards on 16 carries. So 1st and 10 for the Bears at their own 26. Moassau sends a man in motion, hands it off to Collins up the middle, and that doesn't fool anybody. A 1-yard gain will make it 2nd down and 9. Clock rolling to 1:03 as the Bears
Should
not in a huge hurry up.
Should Coach
offense
Shinnick
here.
use a timeout there? He's got 3.
He's got 3. Clock rolling to 52 seconds. The Bears, they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, they're
so they may just be content to let this run. And you're right, Coach Shinnick should have thought about maybe calling timeout. 2nd and 9 at their own 27.
There was a minute on the game clock when that play stopped.
Play clock down to 5.
He's going to run it.
Give the Collins up the middle again. And he keeps pushing the pile up towards the 29.
And the clock keeps
20
running.
seconds
And
left.
the clock keeps running.
And McClendon getting into it with the Morgan players.
Stupid.
And I think the half's going to come to an end here. It is. So the first half ends. The Tigers with a 21-16 lead in what has been an odd first half of play. We will come back. Take a look at the first half stats. 21-16 Tigers at halftime.
Towson University does more than educate. We elevate, creating next-level opportunities for Maryland and beyond. TU is redefining the role of a public university, expanding access to life-changing experiences, raising the bar for collaboration, pushing possibilities at the forefront of teaching and research. Tigers are leading the way. Take TU's incredible momentum and make it yours.
It's your weekly trip. It's our everyday low price. It's one of 37 things on your list and one of 10,000 items we've marked down. It's feeding them balanced meals and helping you balance your budget. At Wise Markets, we know you keep a close eye on every price. And so do we. Our low price promise helps you save throughout the store without waiting for a sale. So that you can eat better, we help you spend less. That's Wise.
Football is here. The snacks are out, the games are on, and your lucky jersey remains unwashed. But it's just not football season until you've played Raven scratch-offs for the Maryland Lottery. Play now for a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. You can also enter non-winning tickets into second chance drawings for chances to win $10,000, season tickets for 20 years, or a trip for 2 to Cincinnati for an away game. Kick off some fun with Raven scratch-offs. Please play responsibly.
Instead of just asking, how can we treat Leo's ankle? At MedStar Health, we ask, how can we get Leo the exact care he needs at our urgent care? Care that quickly gets him in for an on-site x-ray, that shows he needs an orthopedic specialist, that joins him for a video consult. That means he doesn't have to miss his very important afternoon appointment. How we help Leo get back to his life is about so much more than how we treat his ankle. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Tigers are leading Morgan 21-16 in the first half in what has been a very odd first half of play. Tigers with only one offensive touchdown as they have been outgained in the first half, 219 to 116. Tigers with 6 first downs, Morgan with 10. Tigers have rushed it 13 times for 52 yards. The Bears 22 times for 117 yards. Tigers with 64 passing yards, Morgan with 102. So Morgan has run 35 plays to the Tigers' 24. Part of that is Towson has a kickoff return for a touchdown and an interception return for a touchdown.
Yeah, so we lose 2 series there.
Londono with a 95-yard touchdown return and Miles Brody with a 65-yard interception return. Well, actually officially 66 in that first half. Individually, Indorf, the Tiger freshman quarterback, 7 of 11 for 64 yards, is completed 7 passes to 7 different receivers. Perkins, 1 for 31. Battles, 1 for 11. Butler, 1 for 11. Faulkner, 1 for 5. Dunmore, 1 for 3. Reynolds, 1 for 2. And Doss, 1 for 1. Battles has rushed it 5 times for 23 yards. Indorf 5 times for 32 yards, but he's been sacked 3 times, so a net 15. Wooten, 2 carries for 11 yards, and Phillips, 1 for 3 yards. For Morgan, Moassau, 8 of 13 for 102 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Kenner has 2 catches for 18 yards. Leatherberry, 1 for 31. Perry, 1 for 20. Copeland, 1 for 18. Flood, 1 for 9. Lowe, 1 for 5, and that was a touchdown catch. And Collins, 1 for 1. Collins, though, has rushed 18 times for 104 yards and a touchdown, but it had a huge fumble at the Tiger 5-yard line.
So I'm sure what Coach Doolin is at defensive coordinator, he's talking about we got to do a better job on the run. And, you know, we also have to do a better job on third down passes because they've completed some big balls on third down against us.
So the Tigers leading by a score of 2-1 here at the half. Tigers, second of 3 road games to start the season, as they will be in College Park to take on the Terrapins on Saturday next week at noon. before finally coming home to take on Youngstown State at 6 o'clock on the 20th and finish up the month of September on the road at Bryant. That's a 1 p.m. start up in Rhode Island. As we've never played them in football, have we, Bryant?
No.
We've played them in basketball, but not in football.
I don't think we played them in lacrosse either.
I don't think we have, no.
Yeah.
We'll come back. Halftime, 21-16 Tigers.
Football is here. The snacks are out, the games are on, and your lucky jersey remains unwashed. But it's just not football season until you've played Raven scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery. Play now for a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. You can also enter non-winning tickets into second chance drawings for chances to win $10,000, season tickets for 20 years, or a trip for 2 to Cincinnati for an away game. Kick off some fun with Raven scratch-offs. Please play responsibly.
What's love got to do with office furniture? At Office Furniture Loft, turns out a whole lot. Because when your office feels good, you feel good, and so does your team. From cozy home setups to executive suites, you'll find furniture that fits your style and your budget. Stop by their newly renovated showroom in Owings Mills or fall in love from home at OfficeFurnitureLoft.com. OFL delivers, assembles, and makes sure it's all just right. Visit Office Furniture Loft today.
Office Furniture Loft.
If you see someone overdosing from drugs or alcohol, don't run. Call 911. Maryland's Good Samaritan law protects you. You cannot be legally arrested, charged, or prosecuted for using drugs or for simple possession. The person overdosing is protected too. If you see the emergency and choose not to help, the law won't protect you. Be a Good Samaritan. Call 911, stay and help. Learn more at stopoverdose.maryland.gov. Brought to you by the Maryland Department of Health.
We cater tailgates. Whether you're going to the game or watching from home, invite Mission Barbecue to the party. Homemade, handcrafted, no microwaves, no freezers. Your custom orders made from scratch and smoked daily. We'll take care of everything so everyone can enjoy the game.
The Fox Hollow Training Center is the perfect place to improve your golf game. With 60 hitting stations, multiple chipping and putting greens, even practice bunkers so you can work on getting out of the sand. Plus, you can schedule lessons with PGA professionals and get fit for custom clubs using the newest technology, or just gear up in the fully stocked golf shop. So, get outside, grab your clubs, and practice more this season at the Fox Hollow Training Center. Details at BaltimoreGolfing.com. That's BaltimoreGolfing.com.
Tigers on top by a score of 21-16 here at halftime, as Towson fell behind 3-0, then went ahead 7-3 on a Lucas Londono touchdown run, then made it 14-3 when Miles Brody intercepted a pass and went back 66 yards for a touchdown.
That was a great break on the ball for a DB.
Morgan came right back, drove down the field, 8 plays, 63 yards. Matt Lowe catching a 5-yard touchdown. And then a 10-play, 60-yard drive as Jason Collins, 3 yards for the touchdown. But then the Tigers went 8 plays and 78 yards as Kamarian Battles with a 2-yard touchdown run. The key in that drive was Indorf twice with long runs.
Extended the play very well.
Yeah, early on, sacked twice. Last week, held on to the ball a little too long at times. So he's learning.
Yes, exactly. That's what you want from a young quarterback who's only a freshman.
How do you deal with them? I mean, you were more concerned with the defensive side, but you had a couple freshmen play. You had Dan Crowley, when you were the defensive coordinator, started as a freshman. Sean Schaefer was a redshirt, but he started as a freshman. How do you deal with that?
Patience. You really can't get on them. You got to explain things to them, and when they happen, you have to be very, very patient with a young, inexperienced quarterback.
I will say that the offensive line has had some troubles tonight blocking, especially on the passing plays.
Yeah, and then that's when we got to go to a little more play action, move him around a little bit, not give him one spot where, he's going to sit and, the defensive linemen and defensive ends can come after you. Got to move him around a little bit.
Battles has looked good again, has the one catch for 11 yards and
he's
5
a good receiver
rushes for 23 yards. Yeah. So you've got a true freshman quarterback and a true freshman running back, and both from Florida. Battles, I don't know if I like to live in Sawdust, Florida, but that's where he lives. And then
got to be near a wood mill or something.
Indorf, a freshman from Miami. So two Florida kids.
Well, I think it's all part of Coach Shinnick's being at West Florida for a long time. And now, when he was making the UNC Pembroke program, I don't know if he recruited Florida or not,
So the Tigers leading 21-16. We come back with more.
At Elite Income Advisors, we believe every great win starts with a great game plan. As the official corporate partner and exclusive financial advisor of Towson University Athletics, we bring the same focus and preparation you see on the field to your financial plan. Elite Income Advisors, your goals, your future, your winning retirement.
Towson University does more than educate. We elevate, creating next-level opportunities for Maryland and beyond. TU is redefining the role of a public university, expanding access to life-changing experiences, raising the bar for collaboration, pushing possibilities at the forefront of teaching and research. Tigers are leading the way. Take TU's incredible momentum and make it yours.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Black Bear Nation, let's ride! Go Tigers!
We are Hampton U.
You know?
As one. Fly Hawks.
Tap the rock, baby.
At Geek Prod. Roll ups, baby.
Phoenix Rising.
3 more feet. Go Tribe.
Go Dogs!
One team, one heart.
If you see someone overdosing from drugs or alcohol, don't run. Call 911. Maryland's Good Samaritan law protects you. You cannot be legally arrested, charged, or prosecuted for using drugs or for simple possession. The person overdosing is protected too. If you see the emergency and choose not to help, the law won't protect you. Be a Good Samaritan. Call 911, stay and help. Learn more at stopoverdose.maryland.gov. Brought to you by the Maryland Department of Health.
The Fox Hollow Training Center is the perfect place to improve your golf game. With 60 hitting stations, multiple chipping and putting greens, even practice bunkers so you can work on getting out of the sand. Plus, you can schedule lessons with PGA professionals and get fit for custom clubs using the newest technology, or just gear up in the fully stocked golf shop. So, get outside, grab your clubs, and practice more this season at the Fox Hollow Training Center. Details at BaltimoreGolfing.com. That's BaltimoreGolfing.com.
Football is here. The snacks are out, the games are on, and your lucky jersey remains unwashed. But it's just not football season until you've played Raven scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery. Play now for a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. You can also enter non-winning tickets into second chance drawings for chances to win $10,000, season tickets for 20 years, or a trip for 2 to Cincinnati for an away game. Kick off some fun with Raven scratch-offs. Please play responsibly.
When Sarah and her family came to Total Craftsman Home Remodeling, their kitchen felt cluttered, cramped, and old. There was no room for socializing, no space to cook together, and no place for the kids to do homework without moving things around. They had a vision, and we helped bring it to life. Total Craftsman Home Remodeling helped them reimagine their space with a new layout, custom storage, warm lighting, and a timeless design. All within their budget and on time, like only experienced professional teams can do. We believe your home should work for your life, not the other way around. Today, Sarah's Kitchen excites them. It's where they gather at the end of a long day, host neighbors and loved ones, and finally have space and inspiration to create their own masterpiece meals. Total Craftsman Home Remodeling, licensed, insured, and exciting Baltimore homeowners for more than 3 decades. Visit TotalCraftsman.com to schedule your free estimate. Fall projects are being scheduled now.
At Elite Income Advisors, we believe every great win starts with a great game plan. As the official corporate partner and exclusive financial advisor of Towson University Athletics, we bring the same focus and preparation you see on the field to your financial plan. Elite Income Advisors, your goals, your future, your winning retirement.
On the field, every hit is part of the game. But off the field, that hit can change everything. That's when you need a team that fights hard, hits back, and never quits. Malloy Law Offices is built to win, just like champions. Get what you deserve. You don't have to go through it alone. Know your rights. We fight for you. We are the official injury lawyers of Towson Athletics, and we are proud of it. If you need us, we are here for you.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3.
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Yeah, we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
Tigers leading Morgan 21-16 here at halftime. The Bears will receive the opening kick to start this second half. And Tigers going to have to do a better job on the defensive side against the run, Gordy.
Yeah, I think what you try to do, I mean, it looks like a lot of times we're playing a 3-3. But we have 2 outside guys, but they're off the ball. They're like strong safeties. So, in essence, it looks like we're playing a 3-5, but we need to get more people in the middle. That's why I don't like a 3-down lineman. I like a 4-down lineman, whether you cover both tackles or both guards, or you move one of the guards on the nose and keep a 3 technique, which is on the guard. I like that type, and have the 2 inside linebackers almost have a 4-2 box with the overhang.
So Collins has rushed for 104 yards in that first half after a terrible beginning for him. As his first carry, he fumbled at the Tiger 5-yard line.
How many times has he carried the ball?
18.
That's a lot.
Again, they've run, they ran 35 plays in the first half. The Tigers just running 24 plays in that first half of play. Time of possession, 18:30 to 11:30 in favor of Morgan.
But, I mean, you also brought up that important point about, scoring on defense on the kickoff return, too. So that kind of minimizes your offensive series and your plays.
Tigers are 2 of 6 on third downs, while Morgan is 4 of 6. Neither team has attempted a fourth down play. The only turnover of the game was the fumble. Well, actually, 2 turnovers, excuse me. The fumble by Collins and the interception that was picked off by Miles Brody, who returned it 66 yards for a touchdown.
And you talked about the kickoff return being like a turnover, too. I think that's important.
Yeah, Londono going 95 yards on that kickoff return. So Lucas hasn't caught a pass yet, but he certainly has made his presence known with that kickoff return. Tigers on defense tonight, led by McClendon. He's got 7 tackles. Drummond with 5 tackles. Shiggs, Drager, and Gant each with 4. Tigers do not have a sack here in this first half.
We gotten close a couple times, especially, in that pick 6. We had good pressure there.
Morgan led by Hunter with 6 tackles. Gold has 1.5 sacks. And with a half a sack is Joshua Narr. So Towson to kick off to start this second half. As Caden Williams, the lefty, gets set to kick off to Leatherberry. High kick that comes down to Leatherberry at the 2 in the middle of the field, takes it, cuts to the outside, 20, 25, and out of bounds up near the 30-yard line, which is where the Bears will start 1st and 10. Now, if you're Morgan head coach Damon Wilson, what are you telling your team at halftime? I mean, really, they outplayed Towson except for a couple of mistakes.
Yeah, you probably feel like, you should be ahead in this game, not down by 5 points. I just think, what you try to do is, hey, we're patient. We just can't have those turnovers.
So 1st and 10 for the Bears at their own 30-yard line. Send a man in motion to the far side. Here's a give to Collins up the middle, and Collins nothing there at all. No gain on the play will make it 2nd down and 10. Aaron Clark, redshirt freshman from Hurricane, West Virginia, making the stop. So 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hurricanes get in West Virginia? They're not near the coast.
No.
But they hit those rivers and all those valleys down there.
2nd and 10 for the Bears at their own 30.
They were in that 3-man front, 3-4.
There's a pitch to Collins around the right side. Avoids a man in the backfield, but gets hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as Gant in there to make Jason Shiggs in there to make the stop, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Good penetration by C.J. McClendon, number 4. He didn't make the tackle, but he slowed the runner down and came up.
So 3rd and 10 for the Bears at their own 30-yard line.
And you have to watch the underneath coverage. They've had some success in throwing the football on 3rd down and, 8 or 9.
Moasso back to throw.
4-man rush.
Fires. Pass caught at the 33, 40, 45. 1st down the midfield, 45, 40. And all the way down to the Tiger 37 goes the tight end, Alex Simmons, who had just 1 catch for 3 yards last week. And this week, nope, got the number wrong.
It's a shallow cross.
Tyler Wilkins, who had no catches last week, but big one there.
He came all the way across the formation to catch that ball. Way too much time. We had a little game inside with the defensive lineman, but we couldn't come up with any pass rush. We got to get those guys open on, in terms of opening, rushing the passer on the edge.
1st and 10 for the Bears at the Tiger 37. Here's a give to Collins around the right side, sneaks inside the 35, pushing the pile down to the 33.
So far in a half and a little bit at one series, I've been impressed with the offensive line of the Bears. They look like they're in good shape. Usually, most of the time we see some heavy-set guys that play on the offensive line for Morgan.
So 2nd down and about 6 coming up for the Bears. Opening possession of the second half at the Tiger 33-yard line. Moasu fakes, going to throw, and just dumps it out of bounds as he was being chased by C.J. McClendon.
It's one of those run-pass option plays.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
It's been a big thing in the offensive series now of teams where the quarterback will get down the edge and he can flip it out to the back behind him or throw it in the flat.
Mulasau, 3rd down and 6. The Bears are 5 of 7 on 3rd down conversions so far. They've got it at the Tiger 33. Not sure what the field goal kicker's distance is. This could be 2-down territory. Moasu trying to draw the Tigers offsides. He doesn't, wants to throw. Fires, pass caught, wide open Collins, 25-20, and dragged down at the 20-yard line. That's a pickup of 13 and a 1st down for the Bears. So it's been a good opening drive of the second half for Morgan.
You know, it's the same problem we have is that we give that underneath coverage wide open and don't have anybody there, and we're not in man coverage. So what you do is you have to, and when you're in zone underneath, you got to pass the guy off to the next guy, and the other guy's got to stay home as he releases the other guy to the backside half.
1st and 10 Bears at the Tiger 20. Moasu, quarterback draw to the 15 and down to the 14-yard line. He gains 5 on the play. Will make it 2nd down and 5.
That quarterback draw looked like that was a run design play because you can see the back come out and then one of the guards come up downfield about 5 yards.
Drive has eaten up 4 minutes.
So they have some run design plays for the quarterback.
2nd down and 5 at the 15-yard line of the Tigers. Moasu gives to Collins around the left side. He gets bottled up. He gets dropped for a loss. C.J. McClendon and Brandon St. Peters there to make the stop, and that'll bring up 3rd down and about 8.
Good penetration.
Actually, that wasn't McClendon. That was Jason Shiggs, a sophomore from Newark, New Jersey.
Good inside penetration by J.T. Black.
So 3rd down and 8. Bears are 6 of 8, and now a flag comes down.
I think it's too many people in the huddle. I'm not sure, but I'm trying to see.
Yep, illegal substitution.
Yeah.
So instead of 3rd and 8, it's now 3rd and 13.
Many moons ago, I wish that we had that against Colgate when they had 12 people and ran a play. And then kicked the field goal to beat us in the last second.
Moasu, 10 of 16, 148 yards, a touchdown and an interception. 10 minutes to go in the 3rd with the Tigers on top 21-16. But the Bears have been driving.
Okay, it looks like we're in a 2-deep shell in the secondary with a 3-man rush, and we bring the linebacker as the 4th.
Pass caught at the 15. Slipping away and down to the 12-yard line goes Leatherberry.
We put a spy on the quarterback that time, and sometimes that opens up an underneath route, and that's what happened.
That's going to be close to a 1st down. I believe he's got it. Nope, 2 yards short. So 4th and 2 coming up for the Bears.
They might try to draw us off sides here.
Still 17 left on the play clock. They've got it at the Tiger 12. Down to 10 seconds. Nope, Moasu going to run the play. Looks, going to take off, going to run, and he has got the 1st down inside the 10.
He got that on second effort.
Looked like he may get stopped near the yard marker, but then he was able to get a little more as he got pushed by his offensive lineman inside the 10 to the 9. So 1st and goal for the Bears.
You know I hate that rule.
And now everybody moved but the center.
He forgot.
So everybody but the center knew the snap, and the center comes back and shakes Muasu's hand and says, "I'm sorry."
That's a big penalty because now it's
First and goal
and,
from the 14.
Yep.
8:33 to go here in the third quarter. So they've eaten up over 6.5 minutes here in the third. 21-16 Tigers. First and goal from the 14 for the Bears. 3 receivers left, 1 man right. Blitz coming. Muasu throws, pass, caught inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. And the catch made there by Kennerly. That's his third catch of the day. So second and goal coming up for the Bears at the Tiger 4-yard line. In at running back is Nauden. Second and goal from the 4. Man goes in motion, the tight end to the near side. There's a give to Nauden over the right side, trying to find something. He finds
Good
nothing.
pursuit.
McClendon again in there on the tackle, and that'll be third and goal now for Morgan at the 4.
Let's see if we play man coverage here and bring a blitz or at least have a spy on the quarterback.
They have eaten up over half this quarter on this drive. Third down and goal for the Bears at the Towson 4-yard line. Collins back in at running back. Muasau out of the shotgun. Collins stands to his left.
Pass.
Back to throw. Fires. Pass. Caught by Collins. He dropped it. He had the touchdown, but he dropped the pass. So that'll bring up fourth down. And what do you do now, Coach?
I kicked the field goal. It becomes a one-score game.
Collins would have had a touchdown reception, but he dropped it at the 2-yard line.
He was running with the ball before he caught it, and they're going to kick the field goal.
So they eat up 8 minutes and 13 seconds of this third quarter, and they're held to a field goal attempt. Snap down, kick up, no good. He missed it. A 21-yard field goal, and it's missed. So the Tigers will get it. I don't want to say the defense bends but didn't break. When you miss a 21-yard field goal, it's the other team that blew it.
Well, he
not you.
did to make it be a fourth down.
All right, we'll come back. Tigers lead 21-16.
We cater tailgates. Whether you're going to the game or watching from home, invite Mission Barbecue to the party. Homemade, handcrafted, no microwaves, no freezers. Your custom orders made from scratch and smoked daily. We'll take care of everything so everyone can enjoy the game.
The Fox Hollow Training Center is the perfect place to improve your golf game. With 60 hitting stations, multiple chipping and putting greens, even practice bunkers so you can work on getting out of the sand. Plus, you can schedule lessons with PGA professionals and get fit for custom clubs using the newest technology, or just gear up in the fully stocked golf shop. So, get outside, grab your clubs, and practice more this season at the Fox Hollow Training Center. Details at BaltimoreGolfing.com. That's BaltimoreGolfing.com.
Hey, Marylanders! Play Multi-Match, Maryland's only in-state jackpot game from the Maryland Lottery. Lots of Marylanders will play, lots of Marylanders can win, and lots of Marylanders will have fun. The $2 ticket gives you a chance to win a jackpot starting at $500,000. And with drawings every Monday and Thursday, you have plenty of chances to play. Marylanders just have more fun with Multi-Match, Maryland's in-state jackpot game. Please play responsibly.
Tigers clinging to a 21-16 lead as Morgan just drove down the field, took up almost 8 minutes of clock, and came away with nothing as they miss a 21-yard field goal. Here's a pass caught at the 25-yard line, and up to the 27 goes Jason Doss, his second catch of the night. Pickup of 7 yards on the play will make it 2nd down and 3 for the Tigers. Indorf, 8 of 12 for 64 yards. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, in trouble, hit, and down he goes at the 25.
Pressure immediately again.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Tigers. They are 2 of 6 on 3rd down conversions so far. 5:50 to go in the 3rd quarter with Towson on top 21-16. Indorf in trouble, sacked again, but flags are down. His helmet came off. The tackle made there by Lance Binden.
That's really the first time I've been able to look at Andrew's face.
Offsides on Morgan.
Boy, is Andrew young looking. 18 years old, and I'm 75, so he is young looking.
So the Bears again shooting themselves in the foot.
I wonder if somebody lined up off sides or if he tried to get a jump on it. Let's see. Yeah, that was right. Inside linebacker. Tried to get in the B gap too soon.
And he really had no effect on the play.
He kind of stopped too, once he knew he was off sides.
So 3rd and 1 for the Tigers at their own 29. Indorf gives and not going to get the first down. Battles.
He had to get to the 30.
Came up a little shy as coming up to make the stop is Gianni Woodson Brooks. With a lot of help from Sharif Andrews.
The mark is just going to be shy of the 30-yard line if they mark it correctly.
Oh, they gave him the first down. Wow.
I thought his forward progress was pretty close to it.
Again, we're remote, so we're just watching on the television. And I think they're going to review this.
Now, is this a review by the people upstairs?
We're not there. I don't know.
Or is this?
I don't know.
Oh, I think they moved the chains too, so they were in trouble.
Well, he's got to get to the 30 because the ball was at the 20 after the missed field goal. So we'll see. Let's take a look at scores in the CAA here on this Saturday that's seen a lot of games delayed because of weather. 4:17 left in the 4th quarter. Bryant leads UMass 24-23. East Carolina over Campbell 49-3 with 5 minutes left in that one. Elon shutting out Davidson 24-0. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Monmouth over Fordham 42-28. 10:17 to go in that one. Hampton trails Elizabeth State 20-17. 8 minutes left in that game. New Hampshire leads Holy Cross 10-9. 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Stony Brook over Rhode Island 3-0. 5 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. Maine leads William and Mary in Williamsburg 7-0. 12 minutes to go 2nd quarter. Central Florida over North Carolina A&T 28-0 as they start the 2nd quarter. Delaware State has defeated Albany 37-32. Our old friend Jared Ambrose still looking for his first win as the interim head coach with the Great Danes. And Villanova beats Colgate 24-17 in Villanova.
I think they play Penn State next week. Villanova does.
Top 25 football. Number 25, Utah, 56-9 over Cal Poly.
1AA.
Miami leads Bethune-Cookman 35-3 in the third. No delayed South Carolina and South Carolina State. Halftime, LSU 10-0 over Louisiana Tech. Mississippi State leads Arizona State 17-0 late in the first half. Oklahoma 7, Michigan 0 at the 2-minute warning of the first half. Alabama 35-0 on Louisiana Monroe. Here's a give around the left side to Dunmore, and he loses a couple of yards. So it was a first down for the Tigers, but now going to be second down and 12. As actually it's going to be a pass as Indorf pitched it forward to Dunmore, who was the Tigers' leader in receptions last week with 5. He's only got, well, now 2, but only for 1 yard. Second and 12 Tigers at their own 28. Indorf fires to the far side. Pass caught at the 33 and up to the 40-yard line and near a first down.
Oh, man, they're two completely different marks there.
And that was Sam Reynolds, I believe.
One official marked it behind the 40. One marked it in front.
Third down and a yard. Give up the middle. First down for the Tigers up to the 43-yard line. Leading 21-16 with 3:35 left in this third quarter as Battles gets the first down for the Tigers. He's their leading rusher tonight, 7 carries for 24 yards. But there's a flag on the play.
He hits the hole quick, and MEAC officials.
Let's see what the call is. Oh, he takes his time. Personal foul. Illegal block in the back. Used to be called clipping, I think.
But that was run up the middle.
So that's 15 yards.
Was it a guy on the perimeter that did that? Or a tight end? I mean, the ball happened so quick, we just went forward. Now Pete's getting his second dose of MEAC officials.
So the Tigers had the first down up to the 43, but now with a 15-yard penalty.
I guess they call it on Dunmore because they keep showing him.
So that was saying first and 14. Ball's all the way back at the 24-yard line. Indorf back to throw. Pass caught by Dunmore, 25-30, up to the 35 and slammed down at the 37. So Dunmore making his third catch of the night.
Missed tackle, 2 of them.
And that was third down and a mile. So now the Tigers will have to punt. 4th and 5, 2:35 to go in the third quarter. As the Tigers leading 21-16. Now Lafayette did have one punt block tonight. Besides that, he's been very good as normal. Now, and a whistle and a flag as the punt went off.
Hopefully it's against them.
If it is, it's going to be a Tiger first down. Nope, delay a game on the Tigers. Five penalties for 50 yards against Towson tonight. 3 for 15 against Morgan.
Nice high punt by Lafayette.
So Lafayette standing back at his 17. As the ball back to the 32-yard line. gets the punt off, and it's a beauty. Inside the 20, and a fair catch made at the 16-yard line. 52-yard punt with no return, and the Tigers leading by a score of 21-16. We come back.
Instead of just asking, how can we treat Leo's ankle? At MedStar Health, we ask, how can we get Leo the exact care he needs at our urgent care? Care that quickly gets him in for an on-site x-ray, that shows he needs an orthopedic specialist, that joins him for a video consult. That means he doesn't have to miss his very important afternoon appointment. How we help Leo get back to his life is about so much more than how we treat his ankle. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
If you see someone overdosing from drugs or alcohol, don't run. Call 911. Maryland's Good Samaritan law protects you. You cannot be legally arrested, charged, or prosecuted for using drugs or for simple possession. The person overdosing is protected too. If you see the emergency and choose not to help, the law won't protect you. Be a good Samaritan. Call 911, stay and help. Learn more at stopoverdose.maryland.gov. Brought to you by the Maryland Department of Health.
On the field, every hit is part of the game. But off the field, that hit can change everything. That's when you need a team that fights hard, hits back, and never quits. Malloy Law Offices is built to win, just like champions. Get what you deserve. You don't have to go through it alone. Know your rights. We fight for you. We are the official injury lawyers of Towson Athletics, and we are proud of it. If you need us, we are here for you.
Tigers on top of Morgan by a score of 21-16 as the Tigers are looking to go to 2-0. Morgan trying to get their first victory of the season as Towson has just punted away on a beautiful punt by LaFollette. First down for the Bears. Here's a give to Collins. Gets up to the 19, and a flag comes in from way behind. So that's going to be a penalty against the Bears. 2:06 to go in this third quarter. As Morgan really winning the stat sheet. 290 yards of offense to 143 for the Tigers.
But not winning the most important stat.
That's right. So they move them back 10 yards, or half the distance to the 9. So it's 1st and 19 for the Bears at their own 9-yard line. Moasso back to throw. Pressure comes. He gets hit. Down he goes at the 2. So now it's 2nd and a mile.
Rodney Roan came from his inside linebacker position, worked his way to the right.
First sack of the night for the Tigers. 1:38, and the clock moving here in this third quarter. 2nd and 23 coming up for the Bears. Moasso is 12 of 19 for 163 yards, a touchdown and an interception, and that interception returned 66 yards by Miles Brody for a touchdown. There's a fake to Collins, throw it in the flat, and the pass dropped at the 3-yard line. And probably a good thing for the Bears. They would have lost another yard. Matt Lowe couldn't hang on. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 23. And
that was a bad ball.
And if the Tigers can hold to little gain here, they get the ball back in really good field position.
Probably somewhere around midfield or less.
So 3rd down and 23 coming up.
What's their conversion on 3rd down so far tonight?
Them?
Yeah.
They've been very good.
Yeah, but I think.
But they haven't had many 3rd and 23s. They're 6 of 10.
We got pressure.
Moasso
Oh, no.
steps up, going to run. He's got room. 20, 25, 30, up to the 33-yard line, and he's got a first down.
Boy, that opened up wide. Somebody didn't get in their pass rush lane. We had
a 30-yard scramble.
We had two guys on the outside. I don't understand that. Looks like the interior defensive lineman took the easy way.
So the Bears keep this drive going on 3rd down and 23. Now 7 of 11 on 3rd down conversions. We're down to 30 seconds left in the quarter. Give to Collins. Collins crosses the 35 all the way up to the 40. That's a 7-yard gain on what will probably be the last play of this 3rd quarter. And Collins with 112 yards of offense so far tonight, rushing the football. So that's the end of this 3rd quarter. It is the Tigers 21, the Bears 16.
If you see someone overdosing from drugs or alcohol, don't run. Call 911. Maryland's Good Samaritan law protects you. You cannot be legally arrested, charged, or prosecuted for using drugs or for simple possession. The person overdosing is protected too. If you see the emergency and choose not to help, the law won't protect you. Be a good Samaritan. Call 911, stay and help. Learn more at stopoverdose.maryland.gov. Brought to you by the Maryland Department of Health.
Football is here. The snacks are out, the games are on, and your lucky jersey remains unwashed. But it's just not football season until you've played Raven scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery. Play now for a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. You can also enter non-winning tickets into second chance drawings for chances to win $10,000, season tickets for 20 years, or a trip for 2 to Cincinnati for an away game. Kick off some fun with Raven scratch-offs. Please play responsibly.
Homeowners, we get your hesitations, but your home, it's your biggest investment. Instead of waiting, now is the time to remodel smart with Total Craftsman. We help you maximize your budget, increase your home's value, and create a space you truly love. At Total Craftsman, we're licensed, insured, and backed by 40 years of making homeowners so happy they become family. Invest wisely. Remodel your kitchen, bathroom, and more with confidence. For a free consultation, visit TotalCraftsman.com.
We cater tailgates. Whether you're going to the game or watching from home, invite Mission Barbecue to the party. Homemade, handcrafted, no microwaves, no freezers. Your custom orders made from scratch and smoked daily. We'll take care of everything so everyone can enjoy the game.
The Fox Hollow Training Center is the perfect place to improve your golf game. With 60 hitting stations, multiple chipping and putting greens, even practice bunkers so you can work on getting out of the sand. Plus, you can schedule lessons with PGA professionals and get fit for custom clubs using the newest technology, or just gear up in the fully stocked golf shop. So, get outside, grab your clubs, and practice more this season at the Fox Hollow Training Center. Details at BaltimoreGolfing.com. That's BaltimoreGolfing.com.
15 minutes left in this football game. Tigers up by a score of 21-16, but Morgan with the ball, and they've moved it out to their own 40-yard line. They had a 3rd and 23, and the quarterback, Muasau, rushed 30 yards for the first down. Last week, the Tigers gave up just 39 yards of rushing. Tonight, 157 yards on the ground for the Bears, as they've accumulated 320 yards of offense through 3 quarters. The Tigers just 143. So Morgan, who last week lost 38 to 21 to South Alabama, and they had 4 turnovers in the game, trailing now 21-16 because they've allowed a kickoff return for a touchdown, an interception to be returned for a touchdown, and they fumbled at the Towson 5-yard line. So 2nd down and 4 for the Bears at their own 39. Give to Collins up the middle. He's got a first down up over the 45 to the 46. So a pickup of 7 will make it 1st and 10 for the Bears. The Tiger defense has to be a little weary, Gordy, because they've been out there a lot tonight, and it is a hot, humid night in Baltimore.
What they Morgan run 50 plays already?
53.
Yep.
1st and 10 at their own 46. Fake, and now Muasu drops it, picks it up, heaves it downfield, and it's caught at the 36-yard line by Jason Collins. Muasu wanted to pitch it behind, but he dropped the football, picked it up, scrambled, and just heaved it downfield, and the running back Collins makes the catch.
I don't even know if he was throwing it to that guy. He was.
I think he was just trying to get rid of it.
I think he was throwing the guy crossing underneath, and he overthrew it.
1st and 10 Bears at the 36 of the Tigers. Give up the middle. Collins again, near a first down around the 25-yard line of the Tigers. So Collins has 128 yards rushing and 32 yards receiving. And he was the preseason MEAC Offensive Player of the Year. So 1st and 10 Bears. Down at the Tiger 25-yard line. And you can't keep expecting the Bears to shoot themselves in the foot as they have all night. Muasu keeps it on the option, fumbles the ball, and the Tigers recover. Or are they going to say down? No, they're going to say he was down. This may be reviewed. So just as I say they can't keep shooting themselves in the foot, they may have. That's a fumble.
It's out.
That is a fumble recovered by the Tigers.
I hope the replay officials have the same view that we just had.
If this holds, it would be the 3rd turnover of the game for the Bears. Boy, the Tigers need this because their 5-point lead, 21-16, is in jeopardy. Take a look at the scores in the CAA tonight. As we mentioned, Albany a loser to Delaware State late in that game. They lost by a final of 37-32. Villanova beat Colgate 24-17. Bryant trails UMass 26-24 with 50 seconds left, but Bryant with the ball at the UMass 12. East Carolina beats Campbell 56-3. Elon over Davidson 41-0 at halftime. Monmouth leads Fordham 42-28. Hampton has come back to overtake Elizabeth State 27-20. Holy Cross leads New Hampshire 16-13 early in the fourth quarter. Stony Brook over Rhode Island 10-0 at the end of one. Maine leads William and Mary 14-7 midway through the second quarter. Those are two league games being played today. UCF leads North Carolina A&T 34-0 with 7 minutes left in the second quarter, and Villanova beat Colgate 24-17. And for the baseball fans, the Orioles are being shut out in the 7th inning. Or no hit in the 7th inning.
That's probably shut out too.
It is. Well, sometimes you can be no hit if it's not a
right.
shutout.
Yeah. Errors, walks, pass balls, wild pitches, dumb plays.
Here we're waiting for the review to see if Muasau fumbled. And we'll see what he says. And
I'm not a good lip reader.
It is going to be overturned. It'll be first down, Tigers. So Towson sees Morgan make another costly mistake. As Muasau fumbled the football. 12:45 left here, and Battles gets up to the 20-yard line. A pickup of 3 on the play will make it second down and 7. Actually, that's Al Wooten. Wooten with only his third carry of the night.
Well,
the Tigers haven't had a lot of plays. I mean, they've run the ball 15 times, and they've thrown it 15 times. Second down and 6. Give to Wooten again. Hitting the backfield. He'll lose yardage. That'll bring up third down and about 7. "12 minutes left here in this football game with the Tigers up 21-16. And Wooten, I think, doing a very good acting job, like he was trying to get a roughing penalty against Morgan, but it didn't work. Third down and 6 for the Tigers at their own 20. Indorf drops back to throw, fires across the middle, caught 25, and up to the 31-yard line goes Butler, the tight end, and he's got the first down.
Good job by Butler just to sit in that open area that he found.
Grad transfer from Ohio University. First and 10 Tigers at the 31. Now they dump another pass to Butler. He gets up to the 40, stays in bounds and then out of bounds, but I believe he has the first down around the 42-yard line. So Bryce Butler with his 4th catch of the night.
So it's that little run-pass option by the quarterback working on the perimeter. They're bringing it back a little bit because I think, oh, wait a minute.
Penalty against the Tigers.
What are we saying, man downfield? Oh, it's a big one.
So this is going to come back. They might say that Londono was running forward before the play.
Yeah, but the official on that side didn't throw the flag on the line of scrimmage.
So first and 15, back at the 25-yard line. 6th penalty of the night against the Tigers. Indorf back to throw. Pressure comes, rolls to his right. Now he gets hit, and down he goes around the 15-yard line. Making the tackle there, Gianni Woodson Brooks. He's been all over the field tonight as he takes down Indorf around the 12-yard line.
It's a covered sack, and looked like they had a little spy on number 10.
So second down and about 23, I think. Maybe more.
A lot.
25. Second and 25. Back at the 15-yard line. Indorf fakes the handoff, throws, pass caught by Londono. 15, 20, 25, and up to the 29-yard line as Londono makes his first reception of the night, or second. No, that's his first reception of the night. That'll bring up third down and long for the Tigers.
Made 2 guys miss, and then 3 got him down.
13-yard pickup, so third down and 12 for Towson at their own 33.
Got to get it to the 41-yard line.
Indorf fakes the handoff, wants to throw, firing deep downfield.
Caught.
And the pass is caught by Dunmore around the 40-yard line of Morgan. So John Dunmore with his 5th catch of the night, or actually his 4th catch of the night.
Made a great catch.
As the Tigers keep this drive going. So they had second and 25, and they're able to convert on the last drive, Morgan had 3rd and 23, and they were able to convert. Indorf keeps it himself around the left side, gets down to the 34-yard line. Make it 2nd and 6 coming up. 8:40, and the clock rolling. Towson up 21-16 in a game that they have really been dominated, but have come up with the big plays. 2nd down and 5 at the 34. High snap over Indorf's head. He runs back, falls on it, and missed it. And Morgan says they have it. They do at the 47-yard line of the Bears.
Bad snap.
Indorf did the smart thing. He just ran back and fell on it. The problem is the ball squirted out underneath his stomach. So now the Bears back in business. First Tiger turnover of the night. $8:17 left here in this football game, with the Tigers up by 5, 21-16. So now Moasau, 13 of 21 for 181 yards, a touchdown, and a very costly interception. Will try to negotiate 53 yards. As there's a delay in the action for some reason. And Collins, who had 18 carries in the first half, 8 carries here in the second half, 26 total for 128 yards tonight. I guess they were reviewing that. Decided that, yes, Morgan has the ball. So 1st and 10 Bears at their own 48. Moasau throws it in the flat, and
Incomplete.
Collins dropped it. He dropped a touchdown pass earlier, which was huge because they then missed a 21-yard field goal. Think about that. If they had made that 21-yard field goal, it would only be a 2-point game right now. So 2nd and 10. Collins has had the drops. He's a couple of drop passes. He fumbled at the Tiger 5-yard line.
Same thing that hurt them last week was turnover.
Yep, 2nd and 10 at their own 48. Moasau back to throw. He's got all day. Fires across the middle, incomplete. Good coverage by the Tigers downfield as he couldn't find anybody open. Clock stops with 8:08 remaining in the game. I mean, he wasn't close trying to hit Leatherberry.
Had a little pressure there at the end from the outside.
Leatherberry had 2 catches early on in this game. He's been kept quiet since the first quarter. 3rd down and 10 for the Bears at their own 48. Moasau back to throw. Fires, hit as he throws, caught. Down to the 37-yard line as Kennerly makes that catch. And for Kennerly, that is his 4th reception of the night. And a 1st down for the Bears. I mean, Moasau got leveled as he threw that pass. So 1st and 10 for the Bears inside the Tiger 40. We are midway through this 4th quarter. Ball at the 37. Give to Collins up the middle. Collins inside the 35 to the 34. Pickup of 3. 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Bears. And we've got an injured offensive lineman for Morgan. That's Kahari Finley, a redshirt junior from St. Francis. He's up and apparently okay. So 2nd and 6 coming up for the Bears at the 33 of Towson. Leatherberry in motion to the near side. Moasow going to throw. Pass caught by Leatherberry, and he's down at the 32. Pickup of 1 will bring up 3rd down and 5, and you know Morgan's in 2-down territory here, Gordy.
Especially with less than 6 minutes to go in the game. That was a good open field tackle by Peters that time. Nice job.
And your field goal kicker missed a 21-yarder. I don't know that you want him trying a 50-yarder. 3rd down and 5 at the 32. Moasow out of the shotgun. Back to throw. Fires. Near side. Caught. 1st down. 25-20. And inside the 20-yard line, that's the tight end, Ferdinand Nevia. And the Bears keep the drive going as they continue to be fantastic on 3rd down conversions. They are now 8 of 12. Closing in on 400 yards of offense. 5:48 in the clock moving. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. 1st and 10 Bears. Play clock to 5. Moasow dumps it. Pass caught by Leatherberry at the 15, and he stepped out of bounds before he started forward, so just a gain of a couple. Makes it 2nd down and about 8. Had Leatherberry not stepped out of bounds, he would have gained another 4 yards. As it is a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Moasow 14 of 18 for 150 yards. Long count.
Got a cluster to the top. They're going to throw to the back.
Looks. Going to take off and run. Slips away. 15, 10, 5. Fumbles the ball, and it bounces right back up to him at the 2-yard line. Wow. They were driving before, and he fumbled. Now again, stripped, I believe, by Xavier Terry.
Yep, number 1.
So 1st and goal at the 1. Give to Collins up the middle, touchdown, and the Bears take the lead. 22-21. You have to assume they're going for 2 here. 4:22 left in this football game.
Yeah, 1 doesn't matter.
It has been.
He hadn't been touched.
A weird night.
Full moon.
So they're going for 2. Ball in the middle of the field. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Moasow back to throw. Looking, steps up, rolls to his left, dumps it, and it's dropped.
Peters touched it.
Dropped. Collins couldn't hang on after it got tipped by Branson Peters. So the Tigers down by 1 with 4:22 to go. We'll come back with the final. 4:22. Tigers down 22-21.
Hey, Marylanders! Play Multi-Match, Maryland's only in-state jackpot game from the Maryland Lottery. Lots of Marylanders will play, lots of Marylanders can win, and lots of Marylanders will have fun. The $2 ticket gives you a chance to win a jackpot starting at $500,000. And with drawings every Monday and Thursday, you have plenty of chances to play. Marylanders just have more fun with Multi-Match, Maryland's in-state jackpot game. Please play responsibly.
If you see someone overdosing from drugs or alcohol, don't run. Call 911. Maryland's Good Samaritan law protects you. You cannot be legally arrested, charged, or prosecuted for using drugs or for simple possession. The person overdosing is protected too. If you see the emergency and choose not to help, the law won't protect you. Be a good Samaritan. Call 911, stay and help. Learn more at stopoverdose.maryland.gov. Brought to you by the Maryland Department of Health.
What's love got to do with office furniture? At Office Furniture Loft, turns out a whole lot. Because when your office feels good, you feel good, and so does your team. From cozy home setups to executive suites, you'll find furniture that fits your style and your budget. Stop by their newly renovated showroom in Owings Mills or fall in love from home at OfficeFurnitureLoft.com. OFL delivers, assembles, and makes sure it's all just right. Visit Office Furniture Loft today.
Office Furniture Loft.
Tigers have just watched Morgan go downfield and take the lead 22-21. Their two-point conversion was no good. 8 plays, 41 yards for the Bears. So now they will kick off to the Tigers. And this ball goes out of bounds inside the 5, so the Tigers will get it at the 35-yard line.
What a huge mistake that is by the kicking team.
4:22 left in this game. So the freshman, Andrew Indorf, with a chance to get his first fourth quarter comeback victory. We'll come back.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3. Woo!
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Here we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this. Come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
Homeowners, we get your hesitations, but your home, it's your biggest investment. Instead of waiting, now is the time to remodel smart with Total Craftsman. We help you maximize your budget, increase your home's value, and create a space you truly love. At Total Craftsman, we're licensed, insured, and backed by 40 years of making homeowners so happy they become family. Invest wisely. Remodel your kitchen, bathroom, and more with confidence. For a free consultation, visit TotalCraftsman.com.
Football is here. The snacks are out, the games are on, and your lucky jersey remains unwashed. But it's just not football season until you've played Raven scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery. Play now for a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. You can also enter non-winning tickets into second chance drawings for chances to win $10,000, season tickets for 20 years, or a trip for 2 to Cincinnati for an away game. Kick off some fun with Raven scratch-offs. Please play responsibly.
Tigers trail by 1 with 4 minutes and 22 seconds left in this football game, as Towson will have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Andrew Indorf, his completion percentage is very good tonight, 14 of 18 for 150 yards. He has not thrown a touchdown. He has not thrown an interception.
And we have a good field goal kicker. So
yes, we do.
If we get close to maybe 30 yards, 30-yard line.
Indorf dumps it off, pass caught by Battles and out of bounds up around the 41-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play. So 2nd down and 4 coming up. Clock will not stop until we get inside of 2 minutes. 2nd down and 3 for the Tigers at their own 41.
And we have all 3 timeouts.
Indorf fires across the middle, incomplete as it was thrown wide. He was trying to hit Butler again. Butler with 2 catches on the night for 22 yards. Tigers leader is Dunmore. He has 4 catches for 46 yards after having 5 catches last week. So 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Tigers at their own 41. Moving right to left. Back to throw. Indorf dumps it. Caught by Dunmore, but he's stopped shy of the 1st down at the 44. So 4th down and 1. What do you do now?
Got to go for it.
Yeah, you haven't stopped them all night. The only way Morgan's been stopped is by themselves. So here we go, 4th and 1. Quick snap. Give the battles around the right side. He's got room. Midfield and down inside the 40 to the 38. And you are just about in Caden Williams' field goal range. So Battle with a big run there. He's got 7 carries for 41 yards tonight. And the Tigers' only offensive touchdown. 1st and 10. Give the Battle again up the middle. Gets to the 35. Moving the pile to the 34. Gain of 5. Down to 3 minutes remaining. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. 2nd down and 5 for the Tigers.
This is always a difficult situation for a coach, you know, if you should use any of those timeouts before the 2-minute warning. I guess it depends on what the down and distance will be.
Give the Battles again. Battles to the 30. About a yard short of the 1st down. So 3rd and 1 coming up. Did a good job of cutting to his left and finding the hole. And now a timeout taken by Morgan with 2:26 remaining. The Tigers down by 1 in a game where they have been outgained 417 to 219. And again, last week the Tigers gave up just 39 yards rushing. Tonight, 203. Indorf, 16 of 21 for 159 yards. As the Tigers have 3rd down and 1 coming up.
You know, they'll blame that turnover on him, but it was a high snap by the center.
So here we go, 3rd and 1. As the Tigers with a 1st down here, and there's Battles. He's got it inside the 9 down to the 28. And they'll move the chains. And now Morgan, well, you called the 1 timeout. You might as well call him now.
Yeah, I would too.
But nope, they're going to let it run down to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes left. Tigers down by 1, but they are driving. We'll come back.
When Sarah and her family came to Total Craftsman Home Remodeling, their kitchen felt cluttered, cramped, and old. There was no room for socializing, no space to cook together, and no place for the kids to do homework without moving things around. They had a vision, and we helped bring it to life. Total Craftsman Home Remodeling helped them reimagine their space with a new layout, custom storage, warm lighting, and a timeless design. All within their budget and on time, like only experienced professional teams can do. We believe your home should work for your life, not the other way around. Today, Sarah's Kitchen excites them. It's where they gather at the end of a long day, host neighbors and loved ones, and finally have space and inspiration to create their own masterpiece meals. Total Craftsman Home Remodeling, licensed, insured, and exciting Baltimore homeowners for more than 3 decades. Visit TotalCraftsman.com to schedule your free estimate. Fall projects are being scheduled now.
2 minutes left in this football game. The Tigers are down by 1, 22 to 21. But they've got 1st down coming up at the Morgan 28-yard line. And again, Caden Williams last week with a 50-yard field goal, so you're well within his range right now. If he makes this, if they have to win on a field goal, Gordy, he could be the CAA Special Teams Player of the Week for the 2nd week in a row.
Yep.
Although Londono with a 95-yard kickoff return, it could be him too.
They're candidates.
So the Tigers, First down at the 28 of Morgan with 2 minutes left, down by 1. Towson looking to go 2-0 and get ready to head to College Park next Saturday at noon. Gordy and I will be with you from College Park.
There will be a lot of football alumni at that game, especially Mike Loxley's former teammates.
Well, all right, Indorf has Battles in the backfield with him. Battles tonight, 10 carries, 52 yards, and the Tigers' only offensive touchdown of the night. 1st and 10 from the 28. Give the Battles. He gets stood up at the line of scrimmage, and Morgan with 2 timeouts left. You would assume they're going to use one right now. Nope. They're letting the clock run. I guess they'll use them after 2nd and 3rd down. The Tigers can run this down to 1 minute and 10 seconds before they snap the ball. 1:30 and counting. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Indorf throws, pass caught by Butler, and he's down inside the 20 to the 19, and now the Bears certainly should call a timeout as it's 3rd down, but the clock's still running.
We utilize that play a lot tonight with the tight end coming across.
Give the Battles fighting for the 1st down, and I think he's got it at the 18-yard line. 56 seconds left. You have to question why head coach Wilson didn't call a timeout there.
Another thing, you're going to stop the clock, but you give your team a little rest, too, with the timeout.
So 1st and 10.
They took one there.
With 51 seconds left in this game, the Tigers take a timeout.
That's an interesting timeout.
So unless Towson gets into the end zone, it's going to fall on Caden Williams to try to win this one. It's Towson trailing Morgan 22-21. And think about it, the Bears missed a 21-yard field goal.
And
a 2-point conversion.
Did they miss the extra point, too?
No.
Oh, the field goal.
So Towson, right now, in good shape as they've got the ball deep in Morgan territory, down by a point with 56 seconds left.
Now it comes down to where you want to place the ball for Williams. I don't want to throw it.
Ball is at the 17-yard line of the Bears.
Because then I could get a sack. I'd run it to the left here.
Now the only thing you can't have is a turnover. Indorf says a man in motion, gives the Battles, and he gets hit in the backfield for a loss. And the clock running with 48 seconds left.
That should have been a penalty.
It looks like Damon Wilson's going to
look at that.
Say that we're going to leave it to this field goal kicker. That should have been a penalty.
I agree.
As Eric Hunter, their star linebacker, kind of kicked Battles in the stomach as
he
after
got
the
up
tackle.
and yeah, thank you, Pete. Get after him.
36 seconds left, and the Tigers have 2nd and 12 coming up. Morgan with 1 timeout remaining.
Pete is pleading the case in that play.
So the Bears, who lost last week because of 4 turnovers, could possibly lose tonight because of 3 turnovers and a kickoff return for a touchdown.
I don't think I would be as calm as Pete is on that particular play. because it looked like Pete saw the whole thing.
No, I could see exactly what would have happened. You would have immediately torn your headset off.
No, I didn't wear it that much. I didn't wear it a whole lot because it would have been a weapon.
2nd and 12 for the Tigers at the 20.
They had 9 guys in the box.
Give the battles.
Okay.
And he gets to the middle of the field, down to the 17. 29 seconds left. And Morgan calls their last timeout. So the Tigers with 2 timeouts left. You would think that they would maybe just
quarterback would position the ball.
Quarterback take the handoff and down it wherever Caden Williams would like it to be.
And then we would take a timeout with about 5 seconds or 4 seconds to go in the game.
Tigers down by 1, 22-21. 3rd down and 11 coming up. But this has been a nice drive by the Tigers. They had to do it as they were trailing. Drive started at the Tiger 35 with 4:22 remaining in the game, so they've run off 3 minutes and 52 seconds. 8 plays.
Yeah, I expect to Andrew Indorf to just run it over to his left. I mean, there's 9 in the box for the Bears.
So 3rd down and 11. Indorf's going to throw it for the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Dunmore.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, there we go again.
And
Taking our helmet
flag.
off. Dunmore takes his helmet off. So now we're going to have to kick the ball off from the 15-yard line.
The Tigers, on one of the touchdowns they scored, 2 guys took off their helmets, and they got penalized for 30 yards.
That was defensive players.
After the Miles Brody interception.
Yep.
I have a feeling they're going to have a film session on helmet removal this week.
No, you just run the whole team.
So it's 27-22 Tigers. You figure they're going to go for 2 here. To try to make it.
They could have called pass
7-point
interference on the Bears there because, he stuck his arm right in his
24
chest.
seconds left in the game. So it is not over yet. As Andrew Indorf throws his 4th touchdown pass of the season, and John Dunmore with his 2nd touchdown reception of the season. He has 6 catches tonight for 67 yards. The Tigers going to go for 2, up by 5. Battles stands to the right of the quarterback, Indorf. Backs up, fires, left side, and out of the end zone, incomplete. So now the Tigers are going to have to kick off from their 20-yard line. And Leatherberry is a dangerous return man.
Do you kick it to him?
Or you squib it up the middle?
Or, with 24 seconds and no timeouts, you could kick it out of bounds and give the ball at the 35. They have to score a touchdown.
Would it be the 35 or would it be the 50? Because you're kicking off from the 20.
You're right. I tried to forget about that.
So the Tigers on top, 27-22, with 24 seconds left. As I think the Tigers surprised everyone by throwing that pass on 3rd down when you figure they were just going to line up for a field goal.
What a beautiful ball. He gave the receiver an opportunity to catch the ball, and Dunmore went up and got it.
So now Caden Williams will kick off from his own 20 with 24 seconds remaining in this game. Leatherberry back deep for the Bears. Williams runs into it. Line drive kick. Leatherberry catches it at the 12 to the 25, the 30.
Got him.
And down at the 33-yard line. 19 seconds left. You got time for about 3 plays.
And one of them has to be a Hail Mary.
Muasau, 17 of 27 for 214 yards, a touchdown, and a very, very costly interception.
And as usual, they have to go ahead and try to throw the ball over the middle and then just spike it because the clock stops, of course, and a first down. Try to get the ball to at least midfield.
Neither team has a timeout left. Muasau out of the shotgun. Gets the snap. Looking, throws it in a flat, incompleted pass. 14 seconds left. As that ball was batted down by Caden White. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Bears at their own 34 with 14 seconds left. 2 receivers to either side of the formation. Muasau back to throw. Fires near side.
Incomplete.
And Kennerly makes the catch at the 39. Clock running with 5 seconds. And now
roughing
a flag
the passer
on the far side of the field.
Roughing the passer.
And that would move it up
to the 50-yard line.
So there's 6 seconds left. And we'll see what this is. Tigers up 27-22. So 2 weeks in a row, they've scored 27 points. As they're still talking about whatever the flag is. I don't understand Morgan's thinking here. They've thrown 2 passes.
After the play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Morgan. So this will move them back.
I think it was an incomplete pass too. I wonder if they're looking at this.
So the Bears
under review. Nope.
Will have this move back to around the 25-yard line, I believe. Nope. It might be a 10-second runoff, and the game's over. So the Tigers have won it. 27-22. Tigers get to 2-0. Bears fall to 0-2. We'll come back. Look at the final stats.
Football is here. The snacks are out, the games are on, and your lucky jersey remains unwashed. But it's just not football season until you've played Raven scratch-offs for the Maryland Lottery. Play now for a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. You can also enter non-winning tickets into second chance drawings for chances to win $10,000, season tickets for 20 years, or a trip for 2 to Cincinnati for an away game. Kick off some fun with Raven scratch-offs. Please play responsibly.
What's love got to do with office furniture? At Office Furniture Loft, turns out a whole lot. Because when your office feels good, you feel good, and so does your team. From cozy home setups to executive suites, you'll find furniture that fits your style and your budget. Stop by their newly renovated showroom in Owings Mills or fall in love from home at OfficeFurnitureLoft.com. OFL delivers, assembles, and makes sure it's all just right. Visit Office Furniture Loft today.
Office Furniture Loft.
If you see someone overdosing from drugs or alcohol, don't run. Call 911. Maryland's Good Samaritan law protects you. You cannot be legally arrested, charged, or prosecuted for using drugs or for simple possession. The person overdosing is protected too. If you see the emergency and choose not to help, the law won't protect you. Be a good Samaritan. Call 911, stay and help. Learn more at stopoverdose.maryland.gov. Brought to you by the Maryland Department of Health.
We cater tailgates. Whether you're going to the game or watching from home, invite Mission Barbecue to the party. Homemade, handcrafted, no microwaves, no freezers. Your custom orders made from scratch and smoked daily. We'll take care of everything so everyone can enjoy the game.
The Fox Hollow Training Center is the perfect place to improve your golf game. With 60 hitting stations, multiple chipping and putting greens, even practice bunkers so you can work on getting out of the sand. Plus, you can schedule lessons with PGA professionals and get fit for custom clubs using the newest technology, or just gear up in the fully stocked golf shop. So, get outside, grab your clubs, and practice more this season at the Fox Hollow Training Center. Details at BaltimoreGolfing.com. That's BaltimoreGolfing.com.
Tigers win it by a final score of 27-22, even though Towson got outgained tonight 417 to 249. But the Tigers with a kickoff return of 95 yards by Lucas Londono, and then Miles Brody with a 66-yard interception return for a touchdown, and the Tigers getting a late go-ahead touchdown reception from John Dunmore. So, Indorf, 18 of 23, 186 yards and a touchdown. Dunmore led the way with 6 catches for 67 yards. Camarion Battles, 14 carries for 53 yards, led the Tigers on the ground. So, Gordy, ugly, but they get the win.
No such thing as ugly win. They're all beautiful in the eyes of the head coach.
There you go. But a lot that you can work on.
Yes.
Coming into this week against Maryland.
Give you a lot of ammunition during the week and in the video review.
All right, Gordy and I will be back with you next Saturday, 12 o'clock from College Park. Final score, Tigers 27, Morgan 22.